go? Yes, yes we
Question
do.
mark?
Yes. Welcome.
Ah,
It is I. Oh, I'm doubled up for some reason.
get out of here, top chat.
There we go. Okay, there's always a technical issue. Well, hopefully we just had it. Welcome back to Bearded Ramblings. I could say it again because I now have a fine level of fuzz that now goes across my face, basically. It needs a cleaning. I'm planning to get a razor next week because I broke mine because I am a fool.
You do know you're allowed to wash your face while you're growing a beard back, right? You can still use soap.
Yeah, I do
It's
that.
okay. Okay.
I use big blocks of Imperial lather soap, which is the cheapest, crappiest block stuff in the world.
Oh, the
and
Emperor.
pretty much, it's the last
Only,
government Imperial ration issued soap.
yeah, I was gonna say only the finest Munitorum issued soap for the Astra Militarum.
One block of soap. Where does the fat come from? Yes.
Whoa.
Remember when we fought the Tyranids 2 planets ago?
There was a lot of biomatter left over. Many things you can do with that.
Don't ask about the mystery chili you've been eating since then either.
Orcs say that Tyranids taste pretty tasty. They kind of describe it like shellfish.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they were sort of like scorpion / lobster type something. Do you think scorpion tastes like lobster?
I
think it
never had
would.
lobster. I've never had scorpions, so.
You have had scorpion?
No, I've never had scorpion, but I've only ever had lobster. So I'm guessing.
Oh, I thought you said it the other way around for some reason.
Yeah,
that's far more likely to be that way.
I was thinking like, wow, that's some specific shit there. Like the only meat I've ever eaten was emu. You know how?
Right.
Krandar is here. Raisin.
Nobody can kill an emu. That's impossible.
There are ways.
Dinosaurs.
Now casseries, however, they will. You need to.
Well, they'll mess you up.
Yeah, have you seen those fuckers? Gross. And they're territorial as hell.
Dinosaurs.
Anyway,
They have to be.
we got. Let me do this shell, and then we can talk to our heart's content. We have Krandar, and we have Raisin. We don't have Magicus yet. He is currently in traffic.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm still stuck in traffic right now, but until I get here, I'm here.
In the meantime, I should just duplicate your screen. You know, Krandar.
Yes, you should actually.
Oh, I'd seen that we're going to have a video on Marjorie Taylor Greene. I should call him Magicus Taylor Greene or something.
Oh, I like it.
Or Lord Margicus. Ooh, Lord Margicus. That sounds...
Ooh,
Jamarcus.
That's what
no, Lady Magicus.
Lady Magicus.
Or possibly Dame
Sounds
Magicus.
kind of hot.
Lady Magicus. a magic feed only for
I saw the title of the stream being Marjorie Taylor Greene doing something lewd, and I was like, I have conflicted feelings about this.
Well, she shows
was
porn
like,
on C-SPAN, so. Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, and ew, gross at the same time.
Well, until then, I won't start watching like the heavy stuff until Magicus shows up. Especially because we're also going to be looking at Cobes' response to his documentary, and you guys get to point out your favorite points of the actual documentary.
Fun. Oh, the Maya Empire of Dirt thing?
Yeah. The T-shirts he's making off them look pretty good. Oh my god. Yeah.
That is such a good name for a documentary on Cobes.
Too bad it's actually the weakest of the 3 documentaries on him so far.
Shame.
And he was the wrong man for the job.
While we're passing some time waiting for me to get here, let's take a look at that trailer I posted.
Yeah. Oh, wait, the shilling's not done quite yet. Don't forget that we have a stream goal. You guys were very cool last night. I got the Texas DLC for American Truck, and Dirt was very cool. And we still have some money left over, which is great. Plus Krendar's money, which is there. Speaking of, if you guys donate tonight, Krendar I'll appreciate because he gets a little bit of that. That eventually builds up into a nice little payout.
Once in a while.
Once in a blue moon. Almost enough for the way inflation's going. You might one day be able to buy a blue moon. Because
one day. If I save up very diligently, one day I can afford that can of blue moon.
Mid-tier. It's passable.
It's alright. I've had it before, actually. Yeah, it's alright.
It's best out of the pump, but yeah.
Everything is though, right?
Orange.
Yeah, that could be nice with some orange. Hogarden's better for that though.
Giggity.
Hogarden. Yeah. So link down here.
Garden of hose. But yeah, so this game just came out, I believe, and I've seen this trailer before. It looks kind of messed up, and I love it. It's like BioShock meets weird horror game meets Sesame Street.
Interesting. It's not. Let's try it again. There we are.
Excellent. Let's be a
You guys able to hear it okay?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Probably a little too loud. Bring it back down. Yeah.
Sounds okay to me, but just got the headphones on. It's gonna be louder. What is that thing? Or something.
Honestly, I can't hear you guys when this is actually streamed, when this is playing. So yeah. No, you know what? This reminds me of is Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. That's what they remind me of.
A little bit.
The yeah, looks alright. Looks interesting.
Yeah. But I know you said you were having trouble hearing me when I talked during the video. I don't know about the viewers, so I'll just say it again. I was saying that the guy's weapons seem to be mostly based on tools because I think the player character is supposed to be a maintenance person for the TV studio.
That's
when all this weird shit starts to happen. Something like that.
okay. We gotta show this. Ooh, look who it is.
No. Oh, I was about to say I don't know who this is, but then I saw the picture of her and I recognize her. Are there and there's horses too.
There is. She had a falling out with her mother, kicked her out, and yeah, and
did she fall any sky testicles in this one?
Let's pick something.
Is she recovering her sanity with her mother gone?
Ancestors versus Guardian Angels. Yeah, no.
Okay, no, apparently not.
I think it's actually the opposite.
There it is. There's the sky testicles. Oh, she's getting even more into it now.
Yeah, her mom's not there to stop her. And her horse can live the life that she wants.
Oh dear.
Is this gonna be like that
Oh,
dog
does it-
adventure?
I hope that doesn't mean like what I think it means, and that phrase goes to both of you.
Nearing
I hope she
graduation.
doesn't enjoy her horses the way Whitney enjoys her dogs. And I don't know anything about this dolphin lady, but I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means. Because it might.
Hi friends,
tell you about it in a minute.
July 28, 2022, and today we are sitting down to film some channeled answers to questions from viewers for the YouTube channel.
What a blast from the past, eh?
I know, right?
The majority of videos nowadays are going onto my Patreon channel, and so on that Patreon channel you'll find more.
Oh, here he is.
You'll find behind the
Hey, I'm
scenes
here, everybody.
Magicus is inbound and east. Oh, no, we lost him. The Magicus was not oh, there he
What
is.
happened? Hey.
There we go.
There you go.
How are you doing, me?
Oh, that was loud. Let's try that. Yeah, I guess my estimate was right on track.
You're off by 1 minute.
I would have been on time if Discord hadn't crashed when I tried to join the call.
Oh, is that why that happened?
Discord
Yeah,
is
well,
evil for that.
everybody, with your hosts, Low Energy Videos, me, and Raisin Girl.
There we go.
I won't start messing with everyone's cameras until you guys are all lined up. Also, while you're here, might as well say it, if anyone donates tonight, I have a massive concoction of the drinks from last night into this flask. I will do shots for it. So, well, actually, some of it was alright. It was rum, and then it was the Mickey Finn's raspberry, and a little bit of cider. But it's kind of all over the place. All right. Well, just boot your camera up there if you're gonna do your camera. You don't have to if you don't want it.
Wait. Oh, fuck, is it not showing?
It's
Nope. You're on your logo.
There we go.
yay! There he is.
Hey.
Look, I clicked join video call, stupidly assuming that Discord would just, turn my camera on because that's what a video call is, but no.
Discord
Madness.
likes to be difficult, keep you on your toes.
By the way, I haven't seen that animated background before. It's nice.
Yeah, this is my classic meditation realm one.
Pretty chill.
It's nice here.
This is where the fish live. Boop,
What?
boop, boop. That's an old reference. I don't anyone's gonna get.
Random thing to say.
This is where the fish live. Big shout out to anyone in the chat who knows what the hell I'm talking about.
I prefer. This is where the cars live. Get you one.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I've played those so many times.
Hell yeah. Man, that series
You'll
used to be good. It's too
find,
bad they never made a third
writing
game.
work that I do,
Yeah.
more or less a series of journal entries, and you'll also get more of an opportunity to interact with the.
She still has an amazing rack.
You'll be able to see your interests start to help this series take more and more shape in a way that we don't really have the opportunity to do over YouTube. So if you're interested in joining that community, or at least seeing what that community is like, there's a link in the description of this video. I highly recommend you go and check it out and see if it's something that's a fit for your interests. But for today, we will be answering some questions here on the YouTube channel. If any higher powers show up and are willing to answer the questions for us.
Don't gaslight the grass
let's
this
get
time.
started and see how it goes.
Oh,
You know
I
what?
thought it was the trees.
The
How-
fuck is she
No.
talking about?
How often do you think higher
Whoever
powers
knows.
show up and actually answer questions on her stream?
Twice,
Every
but
stream.
it's the exact same as all the others, so she couldn't process it. It's just all the other voices. Two of them happen to be higher powers, and then she just never got the answer she wanted anyway.
I have to verify something. Listen, have you never seen this lady before?
No, and I was wondering
Oh.
why a woman my size was about to do yoga and been
Oh,
like,
no,
on a
you don't-
stream as like an instructor, and then she took a hard left into Delulu Town. Like,
Mhm.
wait, what?
This is
What's that?
Jamie Body Mind, so she
That's
used
her thing.
to do this thing with her mother called the Angelic Initiative, where they would talk about like Christianity and higher dimensions and all that kind of shit.
And
So woo woo.
apparently, they've had,
Alright.
apparently they've had a falling out, and she kicked her mom out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound very enlightened of her.
One of her
Oh, yes.
more.
You haven't seen her mother. Her mother's even crazier than her. That was very enlightened of her.
She's very known for like doing this whole like manipulating, you know, the strings of energy and like this kind of.
That's the sky fondling the sky testicles. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and her biggest line from the Angelic Initiative would be like, "That's true."
It's
true.
true.
Look, like I know how everybody feels about it. Like I love me
Just-
some crystals. Like I'll get down, but like I can't with this.
A white woman who likes crystals? What is this world coming to?
Nani?
Oh, we just got a donation. Thank you so much.
Lost in Raisin's dream. Don't know which
Well,
way to
huh?
go.
Sweet boy or
Straight
girl.
up now, Krender, tell me, are you gonna love me forever?
I gotta read
Am I
this
caught
out.
my hit in love?
Okay, Lost in a from Billy Boy Blue had tipped $10 due. Lost in Raisin Dream. Don't know which way to go. Straight up now, Krendar, tell me, are you gonna love me forever, or am I caught in a
Yes.
hit and live?
I already love you forever.
Caught in a love, you can't get
and,
out.
and that also means I do too, because you know, Krendor and I are the same person.
Yes.
No.
I mean,
Shut
I didn't need to repeat myself there. Sorry.
I know, I didn't, but I chose to anyway.
You're that scene from Rick and Morty where like the two universes broke apart and they're interacting and they just slightly are different and it spins out of control and then it fractures into 8 and then 12 and then 50.
That's how multiverses work. Yeah.
Yeah, but that one was great because you actually got to see it in real time with the whole quartering and halving of the screen. That was that.
Oh, whoa. We gotta be careful with the quartering around here.
Oh no, I'm growing a beard back. It's happening again.
Once accused me of copying the quartering, and I was just like, "What kind of crack are you smoking?"
Oh, what are you talking about? You two are just twins at this point.
I don't.
Whatever kind of crack that person was smoking, it's not nearly as strong as the kind of crack the quartering is smoking.
No, it is not. Like, I have never gotten up for my stream and just pissed in the corner of the room because I'm too lazy to go to the bathroom.
And sad because your wife went out with pizza with other people and didn't invite you. He's so broken as a person.
Oh man, I didn't even know those two things, but I'm not shocked.
Yeah, he was so desperate for donations. Like, this is crazy. I could do okay when I do drinking streams for not even for donations, but I get donations and I do shots. And he started like begging people for money. This is when he was a lot bigger too, and he ended up saying like getting really drunk, really sad, and he does all this stuff in his basement, and he's just like, hold on. He gets up. You hear the pissing. And then he's like, oh, it's okay. There's a grate over there. And then a little while later, he starts complaining that his like wife went out for like a night on the town and like hung out with some
real drunk
dudes.
at the time then.
Oh, he was absolutely. He's kind of like patriarchy in that regard. Like he when he gets shit faced, he doesn't like do what I do and go like, right, I gotta end the stream. I've been doing this for 12 hours straight. You know, like I have a limit where I'm like, no more. He just goes to sleep on stream, and same with quartering.
Oh,
But
nice.
quartering's meant to be like this male like wisdom guru who's like destroying the woke ideas of Hollywood. Like, what the fuck? No, that's not how anything works.
By the way, speaking of people being bigger, is my imagination or is Jamie here a little bit more thick than we're used to seeing her?
A little bit.
I wonder if she's seeing anyone outside of the horse. I can make an arrangement. Low energy, don't put it in crazy, but that means that they're desperate for any interaction. I might have a chance.
Oh, oof. Respect yourself more than that, sir.
But the booba.
You can do better, okay?
I have
Yes.
done better, but at the same time, by the way, I don't know why. I think when she has sex with you, she does the horse noises or like channels like spirits, like her arms up in the air.
She has like a. Do you think she has a horsetail butt plug that she puts on?
Oh,
Bedrock.
where's the giant horse head? And she's like cowgirling you.
That
Reins and bridle.
It's definitely
Yeah.
someone's fetish. All right.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know
that
it
might be
is.
They don't make them for no reason. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Just a reminder,
Here we
in
go.
order to get the energy
There's the sky
alignment to
testicles.
Oh, we missed you, Sky Testicles.
Comes close to being possible to hear the higher powers.
Oh no, wait.
You are
It's
going
supposed to be a
move
sky
your
dick
hands
because her
around,
left
you're
hand
going
is
to move your
cupping the
arms
testicles there.
around. As the energy moves, you might see
She's the other hand is working the
my
shaft.
eyes might move around in my head. If
She's
those
fondling
are the
God.
kinds of things that
I
make
should put
you
the
feel
annotations
so
on.
uncomfortable that you
Let's see if they occasionally fuck up in some delightful way. She is very obsessed over horses.
feel you are unable to be present for this experience, you can either close your eyes, or
I think
this
she
may
almost
not
got
be the
kicked
kind
in the
of
face by a
channeling
horse
work
in
that
one
She
you are
she got bit by
experiencing.
one when she was claiming to heal it, and she just kind of
Yeah.
goes, "Heh." She just kind of like blows it off. It attacks her. It's so like I'm pissed off by her, and she just doesn't like even. It's like that was netting. Like respect. She can take her pain. Ooh, I wonder if she's a sub. No low energy. No, just have more drinks. That'll make things better. 20 minutes later, all I'm saying is that Jamie McGonagall, like maybe she just needs a guy like me. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, with a name like
Here we
McGonagall, she's
go.
clearly
We are
destined
going
to
to
be
start the
hooking up with
process.
Lev.
Or I should say, continue the process that we began earlier.
Oh, now she's
today.
falling
I'm
asleep.
starting to open that
She
door
said-
in the sky way up above all of us. You are
Smash cut
a
to a month
member
from
Way
of
up
this
there.
community. And as
Smash
your
cut to
member
next
of
month
this
when,
you are a member of
when
the
she's
community.
dating
What
Lev
you'll
and
see
coming on the
is
show.
Patreon videos more
So we've got a guest. It's Jamie. My mods have been told to be very careful in the chat. You know, like a lot of people are in the chat.
And if people are wondering, that's why I'm wearing the headband with the horse ears on it today.
Hey, Vosh just followed me. What are the odds?
more and more. We are starting to
Finally, I got his attention.
What is he into horse stuff?
That's an entirely different story. That's a story for another time. We don't have unlimited hours.
The short
Like
answer
this
to this
someday.
is yes.
Yeah.
community, and I'm not sure.
I feel like somebody
how
needs to speed this
they
up, put a
got
lasso
that
in her hand, and put her on a horse.
upstairs.
Oh, turn her into a gif. Turn her into like an early 2000s gif of her like on top of a horse in like a really bad JPEG.
And the horse is animated just right so that as she sways, it's just the natural swaying of riding a horseback.
Yeah, she's
upstairs.
Put
either sexual or horseback riding. I
put
prefer
Nyacat music playing in the background or like cowboy music.
Raisin, there's no reason why it can't be both at the same time.
Truth.
There are legal reasons.
And if there is a more relevant group of guardian angels who are responsible for a group or a community that we are representing through this video.
The thing is, she actually makes a lot of money doing this. She's got her own ranch.
People use for guardian angels.
Is it the
who are
Ram
not for a
Ranch?
specific
Ram Ranch. No, well, Ram Ranch was all dudes. Maybe she rents it out to them.
Scale.
Right. Just because
If we have
it's
that opportunity,
dudes
I'll try
that
to
are there doesn't mean she
identify
doesn't
them
own
as
it.
clearly as
Right.
possible, so that nobody feels confused,
It's a really
so that we all
interesting
understand the
decor she's
process
chosen
that
for
we're
the
engaging in.
area where she's like filming this from. Like,
Is that a Christmas ornament? It kind of looks like a
No.
Christmas ornament.
It's a little statue.
In the
It's a little
painting?
statue.
Yeah.
It's too big.
it
Oh, the
definitely looks
painting.
like a bell.
No, it's
or-
like
Yeah.
a vase. It's like a really odd
I
angle.
guess
It looks like on like a
yeah.
vase that has like plants
It-
coming out of it, and I guess those orange
It's-
things are flowers.
So
It's a
there's like a little-
strangely.
It's very
a strangely
strange perspective.
spherical.
There's
It
like a little
it's
crystal
strangely
dish
spherical.
next to it.
There's very little flat base holding it upwards. I think.
get the horse, alright? The horse makes sense. But everything
Both
else
of
just
them.
seems really off. And like
Both
it's in
horses
this
make sense.
awkward corner of the room where there's like just a little bit of window here, but like nothing like entrance in the background on that side.
And that's just a dining chair
Probably
she took
not
from
the spot I
the
would
dining
expect to,
room.
like, yeah.
Mhm.
At least hang in the picture. The picture is just sitting on her dresser.
Really awkwardly too. That's going to eventually fall off. And is that an ashtray? I
Is
didn't
that
think
an
she smoked.
ashtray? Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
I
thinking the
think
same
it
thing.
might
Or is it a
be.
candy dish?
Something.
Actually, no, it's more of a candy dish. But here's my theory.
There's
That is
only
not
like
a, she
4
took-
things in the picture, and it's like an ashtray
Yeah.
in front of them.
Yeah, there's no candy in it. You're
Sure.
supposed to have candy in the candy dish.
Or keys.
Hold on. That chair is not a chair she took out of the dining room. This is the dining room. She just set the camera up on the table. On the dining table.
That is
Film this.
She just
possible.
grabbed some stuff from around the house and threw it on top of that little dresser in the corner.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
this
so
is a set.
weird. Like,
Yeah.
this is not the decor I would have chosen for this. You'd think you want like crystals and shit hanging everywhere on like.
At
the
least get a
background.
dream catcher or something, you know?
Like, or you know, you could set up a green screen like I have, so you can put whatever you want in the background, or like, you know, at least
Well,
face
that's-
it against the wall, like perpendicular to it, not like in this weird corner where like only half the screen has stuff and the other doesn't.
Yeah, why isn't she wearing a mini skirt? And what's up with that bra? She doesn't need that. Oh,
Actually,
never mind on those parts.
During green screening, actually, wouldn't it? For just would disappear.
No, you can
She might throw
chroma.
her back out
She
with all
would
that
be-
horseback riding if she didn't have a bra on. You need proper support to
She
do
was-
that.
True.
If she was green screening like this, she would be basically just head, cleavage, and arms floating in front of a background.
It would suit her. She's astral projecting.
God, she'd be,
Yeah.
she'd be that character from It's Quiz Time.
Actually, I was thinking of that one episode of King in the Hill where the lady who does the news was wearing the wrong color of her dress, so she's basically floating tits
Oh yeah.
doing the news.
Or what was it? The dude from Venture Brothers who has like no arms and legs because they're like invisible. Does anyone remember that?
It's invisibles.
Yeah.
I believe they exist. They're just invisible, so you can't see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She kind of like an inverted that.
Them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You know what, Magicus? When you grow your giant boobs and start doing yoga, you can choose your own dick. All right, that's fair. My boobs are not quite as nice, so I'll have to work on that.
I don't know. You got a fat dumpy though. Good breedable hips too.
Together. There we go. We're going to start to get that toroid.
Stop
of
hitting on
energy
Jamie.
moving through
Yo, that
the
eye
vertical
roll was-
pillar of the energy
She's being
body.
suggestive. This is
Really
intentional.
starting to create a connection between
Oh, man, do we need
the
to do troll or
collective
not a
and that
troll
group
on
of
this?
guardian angels that is
She's
think we've
making
already-
too much. Yeah, we have well established.
Already, we've already, if you'll excuse the saying in this context, beaten that dead horse.
Oh. Badunchi.
It's like, as funny as all the motions
at
and
least
stuff
to
are,
ask the
the stuff
questions
she's saying is so
themselves,
fucking crazy,
this
you just have to
particular
tune it out.
list of questions comes
The
from a
eyes
member
too,
of
like the way her
the
eyes like
community
roll,
who
like
goes
she's
by
really
Tori,
got
Yeah.
and
into
Tori
it with the crazy
asks,
eyes.
Oh, here comes the
Her eyes
question.
are- It's the way my brain feels right now.
Start wherever the angels want. But the first question
she's
is, what
sober?
does a
Wherever the angels
guardian
want it. Whoa,
angel
hot.
Look like?
What do angels look
What
like?
does a guardian angel look
Assigns
like?
guardian angels to
Oh, we know what angels look like. They're like rings made out of eyeballs and wings.
Yeehaw!
Holy shit.
Covered
The
in
most depressed, low energy lasso run. Yeehaw! It's true.
are my personal angels and ancestors.
Yeah, this shit is such
Are they
nonsense that the
all
brain just
from the
Did a
different
dwarf write this? Is he coming?
automatically.
These are great
What, a
questions.
dwarf?
So let's send them
Yeah.
way up
Are guardian angels my ancestors?
sky until we feel one of those much higher powers grabbing a hold of the end. It's almost like
Then tugging it up and down, up and down.
up into
Guys,
a
we gotta
bright
cast our
white
fishing line to the
space and
sky so they'll
really
answer the question.
testing who it is who grabs
Let
the
her
end.
fly.
Make sure we're not listening to
Gotta
the
catch-
for angels.
wrong kind.
Yeah.
And then somebody with bad intent. There we go.
Oh, she got grabbed. So she grabbed
It's like she's
something.
got her hand in a
First
grab
thing
bag.
to
She's like,
guess
no,
is
that's a
probably the
bad
easiest
spirit. Where's
question
one of them
of,
good
are
angels?
my
That'd be
personal
I think that's what she's implying.
ancestors? And the answer is almost never.
We need to do a ghastly pose.
That, especially when bodies, they transitioned out of their bodies.
Oh,
I
they
think it's a
tradition. Good for
very,
them.
convenient and comforting thought that someone we knew is watching over us even after they've left their body. Now, that is not uncommon.
We're sure this
but
isn't a
that's
tick?
not what a guardian angel is. That falls into
I
the
don't know.
variety of other
If this was the tick, it would be
angels,
funny.
there's helpful dead people. And there are a lot of helpful dead people. If you had a grandmother who you really loved, sometimes
There's a lot
you
of
had a
helpful dead
sibling.
people.
If you need to make an emergency sandbag during a combat situation, you've got a bunch of dead people around you. Boom! You got yourself some homemade
I
cover.
would just. Fuck, my camera froze again. I'll fix it. But you notice how, like, when she keeps her eyes closed most of the time. When they're open, you can notice her looking to the left a lot because she's lying through her fucking ass.
Really? I
I was
wouldn't.
wondering if she was talking to somebody or if she had an angel there, or if that's where like, it's not where the camera is, because that's not what she's looking at. Maybe the computer is sitting there.
If you've
No,
had
that's
someone
just
who
a
was
thing
close
that
to
you
who
naturally
passed
do when
away,
you're
you do occasionally
looking,
still
like, to the
feel a
left and,
presence
like,
that feels very
eyeing it.
strongly like them, easily
She also just
identifiable
like
as that
does
person.
this.
And
Like I
even
don't know,
sometimes
like
maybe they send
A
in
lot.
ideas or thoughts or
Like
feelings
she's got
or what
flies
can
buzzing
be
around her face.
guidance that still isn't a guardian.
Breathe through your fucking
Oh, that
nose.
breathing
It's
into her
not.
eyes stuff, that wide open, too much whites in her eyes, man. I'd be running for the hills if this bitch came in
That
the
is
same
still
room as me.
just a helpful dead person.
She does
And
seminars
relationships
in
can be
Florida.
complicated because for the most part,
How do
that
people
helpful
trust
dead
and are
person
calmed by this? There's
is
too much white
supposed to
showing.
be
That should make
starting
everybody
their
uncomfortable.
transition into the next stage of the experience.
Yeah,
Usually something
if we
that
had
happens
a
with anger and crazy.
if we had a chimp here, it would literally be like running away. Like it would sense danger.
Well, don't touch anything. Screenshots, everybody. We need. This needs photoshopping.
That is true.
We need an old priest and a young
Dead
priest.
people.
Well, we need to give someone needs to put in like 2 pints of beer and just have her like I don't remember like have it as a part of a tweet or an Instagram saying this was the last thing I could remember. My friend said I was shit faced last night or something like that. Crazy night, you know. Like we got wild.
Into a higher dimension, start to have their post-life meetings with their guardian angels, start to get the things on the table and work through them. It's not a bad thing if they show
You ever hear
up.
anybody
A
describe
lot of
somebody as
times there are
saying
little
she
loose ends
was
that
really
need to be
pretty until she
cleared
started
up
talking?
before that person can move
Yeah.
fully out of the life.
80% of every woman I've ever dated.
Oh, man.
And appears
Sounds like a you
and has
problem, sir.
I was about to say it kind of is. Like,
Don't say, oh, go away, you shouldn't be here, because they might have something
No,
they
no,
need
you
to
turned
wrap
all the
up.
TVs off.
If they need to wrap something up,
Ah.
let them wrap it up.
That happens on its own sometimes.
Yeah.
This is not a permanent connection in this state. That they really do, in the reasonably near future, need to continue their process.
we're on our way to
Don't
get the
hold
new
on to
screens,
them.
so this will be a
That's
thing of the
very
past.
hard piece of advice to give and to receive, because we want to hold on to them. I had a client in the healing practice this past week who had a sister she was very close with, and the sister transitioned out of her body.
No, it's called dying.
Die.
She was about to say past.
You
She was
noticed-
about
you
to say
noticed-
past, and then she went like,
noticed earlier when she said dead people, I'm like, why did she just air quote dead? Like, are they alive?
No, they've
Dead
transitioned out of their body.
They evolved like Pokemon.
Does their body breathe? Does their heart
Should
beat?
you would appreciate it if you would respect their mortality identity?
They've now evolved into
They orderly transitioned to their new identity.
They are ghostosexual. Thank you very much. Doesn't that mean you just
See,
want to
I
fuck?
I want the edit on this screenshot right here because this looks very receptive.
somebody Photoshop this and put her behind a horse.
So what you need is some Photoshop a person holding a beer bong there.
And
So
also
she-
knowing that
Oh, gravity bong. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, put her head on top of like a chaos champion, just in the middle of like a giant battle, like horse for the horse god.
the sister has other things to focus on now, being dead. There's a lot that
Does she need to focus on being dead? I think that's true. I think whether you like her or not, when you die, it becomes kind of the main thing. Your to-do list kind of goes down to one thing. Maybe a little bit of decomposing along the side. Finding out if there's a life after death or not. You know, like your priorities kind of...
She seems like she must have been a very lonely person growing up that made up a bunch of friends since nobody would let her help them. So she just made up friends to help. She's like, I help people.
That's
They're-
kind of what they do, though. Like a lot of these people just want to feel special. Like they want to feel like they're like really like changing the world, but this isn't helping anyone. And she was anti-vax, if I remember right. So like she's probably gonna be hurting people more than she's ever helped someone.
Well, she doesn't have to worry. She's not going to die. She's only going to transition.
But she said like she's talking about a client, and it's like people pay her money for this. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could be this full of shit and get money.
Don't you want
Why
this
am I not
kind of
doing
people
that?
Oh,
that
the
stand
right-wing
up who
grift
really
is
are in a
really
bad
easy.
Place, you know what I mean? Like weak people who really need that crutch. Like this is the kind of person that preys on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You need your inner equine spirit healed.
The grift is 100% real. And it is incredibly easy at first glance, and then you realize, uh-oh, it's also a swamped market as well. So, and so quickly, unlike, say, other sort of, like, communities, the right-wing community is not there for you when times are tough. They will descend on you like a pack of fucking rabid wolves. So, like, you're basically giving up a sort of more stable life for immediate gratification. So you're basically doing a drug, because religion's a drug. There you go.
And this is a slight digression, but
So true.
what ended up happening, one of the many stages of that particular healing session for that particular client was that the client's guardian angels and the guardian angels of the recently dead sister started to assemble what looked almost like a welcome basket.
What?
She was gonna
Little
say a bomb.
moments that had been shared between the client and the sister in this life where they were both in bodies that only the two of them would know about. Those moments that sometimes aren't even said out loud.
How did she not breathe through her nose? It's so huge.
In our minds, but create the bond, the connection that we share with that other person, with that other soul, with that other incarnation. And those are the moments that this client in particular...
Put your arm back up and talk to angels.
The loss of that other person, because there's the feeling of there were two of us in the world who had this specific feeling, and now one of us is gone, and now I'm the only one in the world who has this specific feeling, and I don't
What?
know what to do with this. And
Okay.
so what we
Did
started
any
to
of you
do for
understand
this
a
client-
single word of what she just said?
Absolutely not.
She just described every human being ever alive. I think she was trying to say that she's saying that were these sisters twins? Are they somehow sharing a body before the one died? What? That part I'm confused about. But she's like, we're, you know, this individual is the only one that is. Yeah, that's everybody, baby.
It is.
Everybody ever.
She's just
Welcome to the
saying
grift.
words. Like these sentences do not have any form of fucking meaning. She's just like taking random like thoughts from her brain and just saying them, and like they're not
Yeah.
coherent in any way whatsoever.
I've heard of the word. I mean, we've all heard of the term word salad. This is basically just like the word salad hose. Constant stream of salad.
17 minutes of it.
Yeah, we can move on. We got shit to do.
Oh my god.
I think we get the gist by now, definitely.
Yeah.
So, she can go on and on, can't she?
I think my guardian angels are telling me that yeah, we have probably other stuff that's gonna make
They're trying to
our brain
guard.
melt
They're
a
trying to
little
guard you
less.
from her.
All right, you know what? I take that back. Our brain is not going to melt a little less from this.
From one brain melt to another.
This might actually be worse.
Are you finished?
Someone else can follow
Okay.
up. I've
All right.
seen someone
okay.
can
Yeah,
give them
you're correct, Rolls.
Yep.
At least we're getting a
Gentleman's time
variety
expired.
of
Chair now
insanity.
recognizes Ms. Green for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before we begin, I would like to let the committee and everyone watching at home that parental discretion is advised. I would also
On
like to remind
C-SPAN.
everyone that on our Oversight Committee, we provide oversight to all parts of the federal government, including their Department of Justice, and their willingness to prosecute and their unwillingness to prosecute, whether it's politically motivated. I would also like to say that when evidence and proof of a crime...
Her? I do not think I would be
no
good for her.
prosecution should be denied,
I do not think I
no
would
matter
save
who
her.
the person is. To the whistleblowers,
He's beyond
today, I
saving.
thank both of you for your courage to come to the committee today.
I would trust
and your
Jamie
commitment
on
to-
this
to
committee
truth,
any day
I
over
respect
fucking
it.
anything.
So thank you.
I'm gonna ask the angels now if
Jesus.
if Hunter Biden used money
I
for
would
drugs and
still trust
prostitutes.
that
It's
fucking
true.
over her.
At least Jamie
I'd
is,
like to talk
is
with you
more
both
crazy than
about
evil.
Hunter Biden
Empty-
and
this
his
chick here is
classified
more
office at
evil.
his law firm.
But she's also
Oh,
crazy.
crazy. Yes.
I would like to ask Mr. Ziegler.
The
when did you
ratios are
start
just
your
different is the only
investigation?
thing.
Your testimony was November 2018. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you. During your testimony with the House Ways and Means Committee, you stated that through bank records, you identified Hunter Biden was paying prostitutes related to a potential prostitution ring. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yes, that's correct.
I've also reviewed those same bank reports, commonly referred to as SARS, Suspicious Activity Reports, and I'm very troubled by them. We read thousands of them in the Treasury. This particular
SARS.
excerpt from a SARS report talks about human trafficking, and in regards to Hunter Biden and Owasco and payments he was making. What's even more
What's that guy
troubling
doing?
to me
Is
is
like,
that the Department
are
of
you having
Justice has
trouble
brought
holding
no
up a small
charges
sign? I'll help you.
against Hunter Biden that will
Yes.
vindicate the rights of these women who are clearly victims under the law. I would like to talk about in your prior testimony, you stated that the prosecutorial team was investigating violations of the Mann Act. Is that correct, Mr. Ziegler?
That is correct.
Regarding the Mann Act, if a person is transported across state lines for sexual activity, such as prostitution, that could be a violation of a federal law. Is that correct?
I actually recently looked at the federal law regarding Mann Act, and
All right, here's the actual. We don't need to listen to
Yes,
the whole
but Mr.
goddamn
Ziegler,
thing.
as the law states, by the code of the law, it states traveling, paying someone to go across state lines is prostitution. It's a violation of the Mann Act. Let me just move on just one more second here. So when Hunter Biden paid for this,
Hello.
Isn't it incredible how she's like doing this to trash Hunter Biden and in the process just making him sound fucking awesome?
Right? Look at the size of that bar. You know, was that the smallest they could make the bar? Like, like you see, like she looks so fucking stupid.
It's a millimeter away from peeking out of that censoring bar.
It's like this is going to be on records. Like there's going to be a political like students years later who are going to have to learn about this. This is going to be required reading.
Everybody in America must learn about the size of Hunter Biden's dong.
Oh my god, we're gonna have pictures in our history books of blue dresses and black boxes, and this is just not okay.
Your Honor, I couldn't have had sex with that woman because my dick is too big. If the dick don't fit, you must acquit.
You also must quit because that dress is not blue; it's actually yellow.
Well,
There's a reference for you guys.
with him in blue to travel across state lines from
She-
California to
Yummy.
Washington
Like,
Yanni.
this is gonna be so.
15th. This is a violation of the Mann Act. This was prostitution. Let me continue.
Well,
Here's
hold
the-
hold on. We got to talk about this dress thing since you just threw the reference to this, right? Didn't we just find out recently that like the guy behind that fucking dress, like he was trying to kill his wife or some shit?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, there was an attempted murder. Yeah,
Yeah, what
tried
the
to kill
fuck?
the mother-in-law. I think it was the mother-in-law that was wearing the dress. Her daughter or something. His mother-in-law. So it was the woman who was wearing the dress's daughter that I believe almost got killed, or the husband tried to kill. And the dress was blue, assholes.
Yeah.
Blue and black, blue and black.
Yeah, it's Team Blue Black.
Trick of the light. That's not a team. The dress is blue and black. It's a trick of light. Look up optical illusions.
Well, it's blue and black before the knife goes into it, alright?
There's a new color in the form of red that kind of quickly takes over the rest of it.
Hashtag Team Yanni.
Alright, so there's a few things that make this a fucking disaster for Marjorie Taylor Greene. Number one...
Oh, really? Marjorie Taylor Greene was involved in a disaster?
I know, shocking, right? I think the best...
Disaster. She is a disaster.
Like, no one in,
There
on
are
the
literally
left.
like fucking disasters in the world, like bridges collapsing and shit, that like look at Marjorie Taylor Greene and you're like, damn. It's
You
just
gotta get your
fucking-
life together, Blaney.
It's fucking astounding. Like, she also, I don't know if we're gonna talk about it or not, but she tried to like put down Joe Biden and ended up like basically filming a fucking commercial for him.
Yeah, and that's actually what caused this, because she probably was so pissed she thought, here's how I'm going to show him up. And ignoring the fact that the actual, like, the IRS thing, like, that has nothing to do with any of this. Like, it literally, they don't have the power to do anything about that. But also, he's not a government employee, is he? He's like, he's like a special representative. He's basically a freelancer for the government, obviously brought in because of nepotism with his dad. And like,
Yeah, but we already established under like, you know, Trump and how many years before that's okay.
yeah, of course.
That's just America.
That's yeah, and the land of the free has the exact same ruling families as anywhere else. It like she looks like a fucking jackass doing this, and it sucks. Except for the fact you got to remember right now, Hunter Biden is probably so high, he's just laughing his head off at this. Like, he doesn't give a flying fuck. He's getting fucked, probably while ingesting or injecting some crazy ass shit.
I think what she needs to do is to mind her own onions.
Very true. I believe that is some sort of Bulgarian saying there, man.
It is legitimately fucking difficult for you to just come up with some scenario that Marjorie Taylor Greene is like somehow dumber than she actually is.
She keeps digging herself into a deeper grave, and
You can't parody her. She's like the fucking walking.
she is
embodiment
what
of, like,
us Europeans think American politicians are. Like, she became the stereotype. She is the default.
She's literally Poe's law. Like that's where it is, dude.
And I would love
It
if
really feels like Hog Wild Student Council has started running our country.
starting.
And I don't know if that's like, I don't know if
Hunter
that's like
Biden
me like
also used his
thinking things used to be better, but
They
There-
used to at least
our
pretend
debates,
to
like,
make sense.
yes,
Yeah.
they at least pretended to play some respectable part. I don't know.
Before they were like,
skeeves me
okay,
out,
we're
man.
gonna fuck the country over, but we're gonna do it behind closed doors and pretend to be civil. Now they're just like
Yeah.
fucking
Just dick
whatever.
on the
they're-
table, stirring the mashed potatoes all over the place.
Take your fucking clothes off, like whatever.
It's just.
fair game at this point.
Look at the pictures. I'm surprised he's not actually in the room with her like that. I mean, come on, might as well.
You know what's gonna happen, right? Biden's gonna be at like
You're
a
right, those are big boxes.
I can tell you exactly what the point where like Donald Trump said that he could like walk onto Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and still get elected president was the point I think where like all bets are off, because now we live in the reality where like that is literally true.
Mm.
Like it's not even an exaggeration anymore. How many fucking indictments has he had now, and he's like still the fucking Republican favorite for the
What, you don't think DeSantis is gonna get in?
I live in a bizarro world. Shoot me now.
You can't make this shit up.
Well,
at least our enemies are this dumb. You know, at least they're fucking this mentally retarded. Well, why did they say that? Retarded. She is literally retarded. She is mentally challenged. She was probably smothered a little bit too much when she was a baby, and like oxygen to her brain, and you know, it just
Raisin.
So this is one of my other favorite fucking things about MTG. She comes from a district that's like one of like the fucking largest companies in the entire world that like makes solar panels, I think, and she rails against green energy despite the fact that it's like the #1 fucking employer like in her entire district. It's like, why are you trying to fuck over like all the people that like you're supposed to be representing all the time?
People don't matter to them. The money that gets them in office does.
Mm.
Who is even voting for her? Like,
people who literally want to own the libs. That's it.
I can't imagine like
that's what
entire...
people have divided into teams, and right and wrong, positive, negative doesn't matter anymore. It matters about what team you are and pulling your weight, and it's ridiculous. And this is the insanity that comes from that.
There can't be an entire county of people that's like at least like half of them are stupid enough to like elect her. It feels impossible to me that many people could be like that low on the totem.
I don't know. I kind of believe it.
Here we are, and we're looking at the screen, and yeah, there you see what you see. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Boop. On boop. Wait a minute, we already watched this one. Boop, 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 boop. I must have had it from last week. Yeah, we should watch the Pikmin one.
Okay. I got in trouble last night for not eating all the limited edition Pikmin snacks at my family mart, so I'm back to Same for the Wares. They really did a good job with this collaboration, and even included some exclusive raffle items, but it's 700 yen per try, and I never get what I want, so let's just stick with the food. After avoiding a
Pikmin
disaster, grab the 2 items I haven't gotten yet. Hidamari no Mi steamed bread, and this little brownie called kawasube, which we'll get into soon. First up, the Hidamari no Mi. This means the seed of a sunny spot, which I guess is a reference to Pikmin. I don't know, I've never played the game in Japanese. Please just look at how soft this looks. I know it's such a generic description, but I really
I would not eat that. I'd feel bad.
Unfortunately, all good things must
No, I would eat it.
I ripped it in half to see that someone at the cream machine.
You'd put some eyes on it first so it could watch you.
The flavor was great. Next up is our little brownie.
Shitty
cake.
moon pie.
This is called the kawasube brownie, which I had to look up to see what the name
That looks
had
like a
to do with
whoopie
it.
pie.
Apparently
Yay.
that's the name of the slapstick crescent, aka the banana from Pikmin 3. The more you know. I'll be the first to say I don't like banana flavored things, so this isn't for me. However, flavor-wise, I think this is something people would enjoy, so you should give it a try. Okay. I got in trouble last night.
I want.
I actually have like some Japanese like Pokemon candies that are sitting like I don't know 3 feet in that direction, but they're all like 2+ years old at this point, even though they're still like sealed and everything in the wrappers. But
Go make it.
Oh wait! Hold on. If we hit, let's say we're at 65. No, we're at 55. If we get to 75, so if someone toss 10, no, that's too easy. Let's say 80. Let's say 80. If we get to an 80 tonight, you eat one of those candies. So throw some money down there in the doobly-doo, and I'll also do a shot as well.
But sometimes you get hungry in the middle of the night, and you just want a midnight snack. There's nothing like a little guilt in the middle of the night. And my go-to used to be a little Debbie oatmeal cream pie. But since Deborah is no
Debbie oatmeal, huh?
Grab some pasta from my nearby family market. Tonight's menu is cream pasta alla family banda, using only the finest ingredients sourced from somewhere in Japan, probably. Simply throw the pasta into your family's microwave, and you have a definite treat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I just did a bit, but there's not really a punch.
That looks very subpar.
There's Mimikyu on this one people will recognize these guys. We've got Charmander and Eevee. The green screen is like blocking out Pikachu and Bulbasaur.
Devour your childhood if we are blessed with a donation.
Yeah. What number did you end up picking for them? I will eat one of them if we get to this whatever number you pick.
We're at 55, and I thought if we get to 80.
Okay, because these are they're old at this point. I've had these for like a very long time, and I have no idea if they're even still good. So
They're probably gonna taste bland. Honestly, they're gonna bite into them, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay. But still, yeah. So, as you know, SAG joined forces with the Writers Guild to go on strike. Somebody said, endgame is to allow the things to drag on until union members start losing their apartments and houses. And Ron Perlman did not like the sound of that, so he made a response.
But I will say one thing before I get off this. The motherfucker who said we're gonna keep this thing going until people start losing their houses and their apartments. Listen to me, motherfucker. There's a lot of ways to lose your house. Some of it is financial, some of it is karma, and some of it is just figuring out who the fuck said that. And we know who said that. And where he fucking lives. There's a lot of ways to lose your house. You wish that on people. You wish that families starve while you're making $27 fucking million a year for creating nothing. Be careful, motherfucker. Be really careful. Because that's the kind of shit that stirs shit up. Peace out.
Hellboy is pissed.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Say less, do more. Say less, do more.
Mm-hmm.
That's as fuck, and I didn't see nothing.
Yeah. Oh no, a fire happened. Oh well.
Yeah. I couldn't possibly tell you how that Molotov cocktail got in through the window.
Yeah. I just want to go on record.
Slipped out of my hand when
I was busy tying my shoe. If somebody threw it, I couldn't have possibly.
Let Grandar speak.
Guys, I just want to be officially on record saying I 100% agree with everything I just said.
Oh, we almost forgot AOC's take on the whole.
It also marked a new low when pornographic images
Pornographic.
were paraded in this hearing room. Chairman Comer, last October you told Time magazine that you were not interested in the sordid details of Hunter Biden's life. You were quoted as saying, quote, "That's counter to a credible investigation," and I agree.
You know what we gotta watch next? A king.
Individuals here have been willing to go in their efforts to attack the president and his family, and frankly, I don't care
Nope.
who you
Y'all
are
see
in
that?
this country.
The other
Y'all
king.
see this box on Hunter Biden? Y'all see it?
Oh, see, Hud. I've seen the king's dick.
Today also marked a new
Yeah.
low when pornographic images.
I'm dying of heart failure. I'm
were
dying of
paraded
heart failure.
in this hearing room.
Hold on, I think we're.
Chairman Comer, last October you
Oh,
told Time.
so we are. My bad. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like. He's a very, very, very sweet boy. All of them are, except for the ones that aren't. Oh God, we almost forgot. I had to show this. Look what the Sphere's been up to.
Advertisement land yet?
No, it's an entire episode of they put up an entire episode of a Guy Fieri's show on the Sphere.
That's pretty sweet.
God, I love the Sphere. I'm normally not big into these big ego projects, but there's something so universally cool about the Sphere. It's gonna be used for corporate bullshit, but still.
I want to see them use it.
It was a giant eyeball image.
That was
I want to
great.
see them use it for something, for like some Pixar shorts or something, because I feel like they'd fit really well in the Sphere.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Cobes, and
Boy,
yeah, and the documentary. So first things first, who's seen the documentary? All of us.
I
most of it. I didn't catch the last 20 minutes.
I saved myself for this moment.
Okay. Well, we
Oh,
can't
it's
watch
hours
the.
long.
Yeah, it's 2 hours long. There's
Yeah,
no way
we're
we
not
could watch
watching
it.
the whole thing right now.
Oh no, I saved myself because I also wanted to get just the highlights.
Give me just a second.
I'm not spending 2 hours on this thing.
Before we dive into this, I will be right back.
Sure. Boop. Boop. So.
What I will say, before we even look at any of this, my understanding is that Cobes was not terribly pleased with
We'll look at that too.
how it came
It's a
out.
shock.
So
Yeah. Oh, he's
I don't
pissed.
think it was that bad. I think that they did a reasonable job at doing what they were setting out to do.
He clearly did not do his research, or is not as fan as much as other people were. Especially if you look down into the comments of it. A lot of people are like, "How did you not know this? How did you not know that?" That's fair. I honestly think he had good intentions, and he was the wrong guy for the job.
Yeah.
I think someone else should have done it.
It definitely could have been done better, but I think it also could have been done worse too.
Way worse. Now, saying that, Cope is a good one.
Are you trying to tell me that somebody said something unflattering about Cobes and he was somehow upset about it?
Unfortunately, it's true.
That's
I know
so much pressure for him.
That's the first time that's ever happened, but yes.
I'll get this one up here as well.
He got upset when Ben suggested that Cobes ate the bugs.
Yeah, he lost his mind over that.
Boots.
And I mean,
Sorry, what about
he made a bog burrito that he let sit out overnight on his counter.
We've shown it.
Yeah.
The next day, went to go and eat it, and there in the video, you could see bugs crawling around in the thing on the video.
Yeah. We watched it. You don't remember?
Yeah, my understanding is he actually took down the video, but bite-sized Cobes had already gotten it, so the footage still exists in the world. Now Cobes is denying that there was a bug in it.
Not just bugs, there were whole families of the damn thing.
I mean, we gotta be. The sad thing is, with Cobes, we have to be more specific because he has specifically cooked bugs before. We're talking about still bugs.
Still
Yes.
alive.
Look, I'll show you.
Alive, non-related, cisgender.
There! Look at that!
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, just let it play.
There it is.
Wait for it. And you see another one later. That, when he does a cross section, you can see inside it too.
When he's literally about to take a bite out of it, he holds it up.
Why did he leave it sit out overnight? Why didn't he?
Because
eat it
he's
after he cooked
Cobes.
it? No. Why didn't he eat it right after cooking it though, or at least some of it?
The other piece, I think it's the other piece.
I think it is, yeah.
I think it was right. I think it. So I know I've seen it.
I think maybe before he took his bite then. Here we go. Instant bug replay.
Yeah, wait, here we go. Oh god, no, it was so terrible.
And when, because Cobes is a mod in DP's Discord. He lost, he got really angry.
Excuse me, what? He's a mod in the DP Discord?
Yeah, Ben brought him in.
No, I don't think in the Discord, in the YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still, it's still.
But that way, it's easier to know.
Is Ben memeing on him or something?
No, I think Ben legitimately wants to have Cobra come and hang out and be on the show and stuff.
They did. They tried to.
He just had made the comment about Cobes eating the.
But making him a mod though?
That set him off. I think it's just so that it's easier to see when Cobra is actually typing in the chat and stuff, because then his name's.
I mean, did you just do it temporarily while he was on the show or something?
No, he's still on.
I mean, I don't think Cobes is actually doing any mod work. It's just so we know it's not some person faking to be Cobes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he's basically blue check marking him.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. I think that's exactly.
Did he charge him $8?
I don't think so.
Like, you gotta remember, Jeff and Ben both tried to. They were gonna pool their money and they were gonna fly Cobes out to Seattle and get him drunk, have him eat really good food, put him up someplace, and get him laid, and he would not leave. The same goes for Fish Tank, which would have given him a shit ton of money and clout.
Fish Tank? What the fuck is Fish Tank?
Yeah. Imagine Big Brother. Think Big Brother, but like.
Big Brother with YouTubers. And
yeah.
Like less rules.
Oh.
Like Battlecam in a lot of ways.
So toxic and awful then, got it.
Yeah, it was absolute trash.
You got the idea.
But yeah, so he got angry that he claimed that like he ate the bugs. Well, he did eat the bugs. Okay, so get over yourself there, Cobes. You're the one who decided that it was a good idea to leave cooked food out in the summer, out in America, out in the open. Gee, I wonder what's going to happen. It happened. It's the shocked Pikachu face, you know. But let's get a few things out of the way. Number one, you've all seen it. Do you all have particular points that you want to that you like really stand out in your mind?
I think that Cobes has a lot of trouble managing his own life, and he definitely needs somebody to help him do that. But he also vehemently detests the idea that he needs help managing his life. Like, multiple times in here, they were like, okay, we're gonna go take you out to like a casino or to a bar or whatever, and it's like he doesn't show up for like over an hour after.
Oh, well over an hour. 3 hours before they get there.
Yeah, and I mean, he has a very hard time, I think, trying to discern who actually legitimately hates him and is like trying to fuck with him to hurt him, and like who is just like memeing, just having laughs, but like also not trying to be mean about it. So
you can't not laugh. Like he just the stuff he does.
The trolls, the like evil trolls, and the like. How do I describe it? Kind of like the Gale's men, how they like kind of take care of her, but like also then feed into all the nonsense.
The Zack Knights of the world.
Yeah, like the Zack Knight type people. So like, Cobes has a very difficult time trying to tell those groups apart, and like, it's another area where I think he really kind of needs help being able to discern that. But the second that you suggest that to him, that's the case, he gets really upset, and I think that's one of the main things that upset him about the documentary, because that was sort of like one of the premises that the filmmaker kind of ends.
Well, actually, we'll watch the conclusion part, and we'll watch the introduction part, and then we can cherry pick particular scenes.
By the way, before we dive into that, I just posted something that we need to show the world. A very based take on the Hunter Biden thing from Miss.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Gentlemen, behold.
This is, and you know what? Cobes probably has some very interesting takes on the whole thing.
On Hunter Biden's cock? Yeah, probably.
What does being goth mean to you?
Just representing the darker
wouldn't
side
know
of
he
things,
isn't.
you know, and seeing the beauty in even like darker situations.
You know what? That's
Really,
actually a fair
to me,
answer.
it's an expression. Really, it's you're able to express yourself. It's wearing all black, listening to music. You know,
Expressing yourself. I like that. This is Josh.
It's interesting because he really doesn't understand being goth except for that one line.
Josh is a YouTuber and has been for many years. He's well known on YouTube for many things. His famous drink combos, which are generally
famous
a mix of many different things, often including alcohol.
I have
His
that
food
cup.
hacks /
Yeah, I
cooking
also have
videos
that cup.
transport
One of them,
you to
anyway.
another world of culinary art as he
It's a
mixes
poster.
his favorite ingredients in an unorthodox manner. Josh plays guitar, he sings, he gets involved in world...
I will say, this documentary is very good as an introduction to normies who want to learn about Cobes. Rather than like, oh, you have to go back to the big. It's like watching JoJo, you know, like, oh, you don't need to start at season 1. Why? Well, because you'll have no fucking idea what's going on, because no one has any idea what's going on. It's JoJo. Just fucking roll with it. You know?
It's such nonsense that who even needs continuity anyway.
Tell, this isn't why people are interested in him. People watch Josh because of the things he says.
I like that Marlboro poster.
Is shameless content. And of course, the interaction.
Yeah, that was a fucking disaster.
Goad him into making more content. I've been watching Josh for a while now. I've been fascinated by him. I've constantly asked myself for years.
Clearly not as much as others, apparently.
His content. Why do I enjoy his content? What keeps me watching this internet spectacle? The question that I was asking myself was the reason that I made this video. I needed to figure out what was so appealing about the man inside the screen. The only way I could find the answer was to break the screen, to shatter the glass between me and him. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Who is Josh Saunders, and why are people so fascinated by him? We'll go over my journey to try and meet him and film a documentary about him. We'll talk about the trip that I made to see him and the interview that I eventually did with him. And finally, we'll get to see if I got any answers to the questions that I was asking myself. If you're sitting there right now asking yourself who this man is,
you see?
Trust me, we'll get there. I won't leave you in the dark. Hey Dad, it's me, your favorite son. And today, I'd like to talk about King Cobra JFS.
They all talk really slow. No wonder I didn't have... I watched this in 2x and had no issue. I was a little bit weirded out, like, when I was getting towards the end. I'm like, wow, I forgot I even had this in double speed.
You know what, though? You saved yourself an hour of your life. Congratulations.
Yes, yes, always do.
So this is we're going to skip right to the end for the conclusions, and then we'll cherry pick. Boop.
Before writing this script, when we got home, I took a week to just think everything through and ruminate on our trip. I wanted to separate myself from the experience and try and arrive at the answers I was looking to find. So did I answer those questions? Why do people watch King Cobra JFS? Well, because he's a spectacle. At least that's the reason people watch him now.
I've got that GIF on the green screen background, and sometimes I'll just have it playing.
New viewers have flooded in from multiple different places. These people primarily watch Josh to see the implosion, to see the man fall down in real time. Maybe if they watch enough, they'll catch it. But that's not why I watch Josh. It's hilarious when he freaks out or has too much to drink or messes something up or gets successfully trolled.
He once screamed at a woman on a TV over a tomato.
One thing I noticed when interviewing people for the documentary was the common thread of people finding him through the Trapped documentary. The Trapped documentary is very simple. It's a slice of life. It follows Josh around town, and we listen to him ramble about a variety of different topics. Josh is young here, but he still has that spark in him. There's something there. It's an honesty, a vulnerability, an openness. At this point, he has nothing to lose. He really genuinely doesn't seem to care what people think. Sure.
I love that his hat is like all poofed up. And I'm just wondering, do you think he like would have thought it was cool to keep like a lighter under there or like a Bowie knife or something?
Yeah. It's a weird goddamn hat.
I definitely think that he's
there's some insecurity deep down, and things would definitely get to him. But he cared more about being himself than anything.
This is a terrible ad for Casper, this documentary. It's such a bleak looking place.
Why people like
there is nothing in Casper. I spent 3 weeks in Casper and
this was
drove
clear in his old
like,
content as well. But that's not the Josh we see today.
Drove out to Rushmore,
At least
drove out
it's
to
not the
Devil's
one
Tower,
that
drove out to Yellowstone.
Josh doesn't seem honest, willing, or vulnerable to do really anything. It almost seems like he doesn't even like doing YouTube anymore. It seems like a chore for him. Something he only does when he runs out of alcohol or food. He forces himself to go live or make a video. Where did this change occur? Why did it happen? Is it depression from substance abuse? Or is it just being sick of the routine? I'm not really sure, but I think Josh has been broken down over the years. And sure, maybe it was self-inflicted, but I don't think this is just general aging. Josh has dug himself into a hole. He wants so badly to not have to work and watch YouTube all day or whatever it is that he does, that he'll put himself through whatever to meet that goal. Everyone strays from the path on their...
They're all empty.
Of course. If he had any booze in them, it would just be immediately time to stream, so he could get drunk and listen to a video about, I don't know, a new trans bathroom build that he would stop every 5 seconds and complain about. He would just...
I think, but...
Go on.
Sorry, finish up. No, finish. I thought you were pausing there.
Oh, no, go for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Billy Boy Blue does not seem very fond of your favorite son.
That's fair. This is the first time I've seen him do non-gaming stuff, and it was Cobes, so I was pretty like, what the hell? It'd be like if Yahtzee did an interview with Jared. You know, like, you don't really expect it. And I watched it, and I don't think he did it.
The fun of that.
I would love to see that. So, why are you a fucking piece of shit? What?
Yahtzee does not fucking hold back ever.
So, Wagstein, where do you live?
Way to their goals, but it doesn't seem like Josh can even see the path anymore. He clearly rejects every solution that's put in front of him. He doesn't seem to want to get better. He doesn't seem to want to try. And to be honest, I don't think he ever will. I think this path only leads down. We're on the decline. It's only a matter of time until Josh happens upon another can of Duster, or drinks too much in the wrong place, or doesn't pay the right bill. Any of these accidents could send the boy spiraling, and it can be kind of sad to see. I think this is most people's problem with Josh. They see his issues, and he sees his issues, but only the viewer sees the blatant disregard for those issues and the shirking of every opportunity to get better.
I agree with this.
The thing that I still can't even understand is
yes
why
and no.
Josh doesn't take the
watching this, I saw a lot of
opportunities that are handed.
Demand avoidance. He does not like to be told what to do.
I don't either, but sometimes you
like,
gotta do it.
But some people with autism, they don't use this diagnosis here in the States, but they have PAD. It's or PDA, pathological demand avoidance. So when somebody tells you what to do, you do the opposite, even if you know it's to your detriment. So
I get that, and I have
stubborn, and but it's beyond that. Like,
don't forget, I've got autism
especially
too.
when you couple
like,
it with the anxiety and the autism.
Well, I've got both of those things, and that makes me actually have less sympathy for him, because if I can overcome it, someone with so much drive and passion like Josh can overcome it too. That is. But I don't think he wants to at the core of it. I honestly think that he's going to hide underneath like his little boglin in his boglin layer, complaining about the world, but never realizing or acknowledging why it's getting shittier for him. Well, he is helpless with this attitude. He is. He doesn't
realize it's the attitude. That part I'll agree with. He genuinely doesn't seem to realize that it is his attitude.
He wants to blame other people. Like he wants to blame so many other people. I blame people for the things that they did do. That's 100%. But I don't blame like people for my decisions. His decisions got him banned from every bar except for the one that they take him to around Casper. His decisions got him kicked out of his first place. His decisions got him arrested around about, was it Christmas, Thanksgiving, something like that. His decisions got him declared a stalker by Angie, and the only now reason he even knows about her is because of her parents. It's just, like, it is on him, and I'm terrified of somebody basically giving him a way out. And I would be like, no, you don't give him a way out. You force him to acknowledge it. You don't praise these elements. You praise other elements about it. He's got to drive.
He has to come to it on his own, and he has to feel safe and heard. And so long as he keeps compulsively going back and trying to fix people's opinions of him or one up and trying to do what he's doing, it's just going to continue to spiral, and people are going to keep feeding it until he pulls a Christian. Not in that way, but like
until something happens.
He is completely.
I have my
not
theory.
Be satisfied, and honestly, I think that's sick. I have a major issue with people who see someone like this who is clearly broken and wanting to be recognized and have attention, which we all do.
Mm.
And this is his way of getting it. And instead of recognizing that weakness and handling it in a way that would actually benefit him, people morbidly want to watch the train wreck, and they egg it on.
They do.
Mhm.
I kind of get it because there is kind of an element of entertainment sometimes in watching those morbid train wrecks, but at the same time, it's like I want nothing more than for this entire process to reverse and for him to like start fixing things and like improving his life.
Yeah, the Phoenix arc, you know? Let's get him out of his skin.
I don't want there to be a morbid train wreck at all. I would like to see him like stop drinking and get some of his shit under control. And that would be even more, you know, worth watching.
That would be super inspirational too for a lot of people to see.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean? A lot of people to watch that and see him pull out, they would know they can too.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it is like, just, you know, it is kind of funny sometimes to just see him like yell at a cigarette and stuff. But like, I think what would be even like the other part that you want to watch is like, can like this turn around? Like, is there ever going to be a point where he can like get better? And like that, I think is actually would be far more worth watching than like any of the stupid shit.
He would need to back up for a minute, because in this cycle he doesn't get better. This is the same thing. Like, honestly, I guess I have a sour taste. I got lucky. Like, I never really honestly got into that because of way back when reality TV started, the Anna Nicole Smith thing, the way that ended. Just watching like people just getting off on the train wreck to the point where she's dead. And this has happened to people, and it's not just since reality TV, but like
it's definitely like in that vein, yeah.
But yeah, it's
and this is kind of where I was
reality
saying
TV
earlier.
And now the YouTube stuff has really heightened this thing where people glom on to just creating train wrecks and getting off on watching people destroy themselves.
He's
yeah.
on a
I'm not
path
down.
where I think he needs somebody to help him, but kind of like you said, he needs
someone to genuinely care.
He needs to like
genuinely
come to the
care.
conclusion that he needs help.
He needs to genuinely
on his own
care.
because he's not
Right.
going to accept anyone's help until he like decides for himself if that's what he wants. And
Right.
I don't know how to get him to that point. Like,
Wish I had
don't know
marked
if anyone
the
can.
time where they talk about
Nobody can.
how when he specifically goes over it, that he doesn't have any, like, he's very encouraging and doesn't have anything bad to say about people, like they're singing and stuff like that. The way
Oh, that's the karaoke night. We probably won't watch
but he said
that.
that carried through into everything, and honestly, if you pay attention to people, he's doing that because that's what he wants done for him.
Yeah.
And people aren't doing it, and that probably hurts him a lot. You know what I mean?
Josh was a little stressed, so we wanted to smoke some Delta 8 and have a few drinks, or a lot of drinks. We were really trying to get the cooking video done because we had a lot to do for the day, but Josh really just wanted to sit and listen to metal music covers. What's this one called, Josh?
King Cobra's Venom.
King
He
Cobra.
mixed a green monster with the Jack Daniels. The color of it represents snake venom. But King Cobra's Venom is the exact same color.
King Cobra's Venom. It's not bad. You want to try? He eventually decided that he was ready to go. What happened next was a gauntlet of auditory and sensory assault in every way possible.
This is Cooking with Cobra. We're about to make
At least we can finally see him cook, you know, without the camera being right by the pan.
real good gooey.
Yeah.
We must cook the bacon for
This is why he didn't eat his thing, because he takes hours to cook and munches the whole time. He probably was full by the time his food was done.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, things he's making are like
we need some
17,000
butter, we need some
calorie
seasoning.
burritos and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have our seasoning.
It's like a pizza with a hamburger on top of it.
Instagram, plug it.
And then another piece of pizza, and then like some bacon, and then another hamburger.
Do you remember the last Krendar?
Yeah.
Do you remember the last time we had
Sorry, Billy.
Naira on? We had we showed her the giant tower thing he made, and every time we thought he was done with the mound,
Yeah.
she put another extra thing on top. Like, that was fucking wild.
Oh yeah. That's definitely his.
I'd
style.
originally
Like
planned
5
this
different
whole
kinds of
section to
cheese and
look
shit.
like a
Yeah.
cooking
Yeah.
show.
It's
I
really
wanted to
funny
shoot
until
Josh
you
just
realize
like a
that,
show
like,
you would see on
he's
TV.
then going to eat that, and that's probably a regular occurrence.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
B.
I
I
think
didn't
it's
account
funny
for the
to
fact
some
that Josh
extent.
was going to stand in the corner and
His
stare
body
at
must
the
be
wall
very
the
angry.
entire time and never look at the camera.
Exactly, like new recipe. what do you
His
guys
oven
think?
is in the corner. What did he? This isn't.
That's not how he
Shows
wanted.
usually have islands.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then buy him a new kitchen.
So Josh began
Dick.
cooking the bacon,
Right.
which he cooked in butter, Bud
Sorry.
Light Platinum, and Cajun seasoning.
Into the hot
No,
pan.
I'm not sorry. You're right.
How
He's a dick.
drunk do you think he is while cooking this right now?
Oh, this is how he
Very,
slurred. Yeah.
Very.
No need our seasoning.
He was weeble wobbling while he was standing in front of the
This
stove before he
side's
even
a
started with the
bit
butter.
too much.
Like,
They make a special needs.
Just listen to him talk.
Oh,
He's
Special needs.
Making fun of myself.
If I'm right, he starts spilling like all over his floor his drink.
This is somehow even more sad in
Flush
normal
it.
times.
Not the glorious and gorgeous Bud Light Platinum, fuck's sake, those. Beautiful blue bottle.
This
He's
part
just-
drove me wild. He's like, that sizzle. I'm like, you could get that with friggin' any
The
like vegetable
sizzle
oil and
is
water
just-
would do that.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand that. So.
Looking back, man, it's nice.
But if somebody took the time to
So
care
we got
enough to
some
tell him,
Hormel block.
Exactly.
Without
Who
being
does he have
sure.
left? Who does he have left? He has no one left because he drove them all away. They talked. Your favorite son talks to a lot of his friends. He only has a handful of them left who will give him the time of day. And that's because they're all kind of like, oh God, no, I can't. For my own mental health, I gotta back off from you there, Josh. You just don't like
and I can
me.
imagine how combative he must be. I can-
Oh, you see it on
Very
stream.
kind of
Do you remember the last time Warlord was on? He threw him across the room. He got violent. That's the thing. He's
A
also
person?
Warlord. Yeah. Warlord was very touchy-feely on him. And he's like, "Get away from me, man! I'm not gay!" And he just kind of pushes him across the room. Like he's just Cobes has a really bad streak underlying a lot of things that I don't think is natural. I think it was formed over just like how bitter and sad he is.
Look, y'all on the internet are lucky that this man is not related to me, or you'd be fucking dead. I'm just saying.
Label
I'd be killing people.
And
I think
this
the alcohol is
oh shit,
probably
you see
like
that? My magic
the
is
primary factor in all of this is definitely him over drinking all the time.
Oh, he's never sober when he loses his shit. Yeah.
Like, if we could just if you just get him like to stop drinking for a month, like that would do wonders.
Oh, the detoxing would be hell. It would be hell for him on the
Yeah.
detox.
Now that we got a
That's
camera
because I
angle
want
like
to.
this, can we compare his floor to Jared's floor?
Yeah. Favorite son already basically said that the place didn't smell bad. It wasn't that dirty except for his TV counter, which was just baked in dust.
Yeah.
Like I can actually go back a bit and show.
No, never mind.
I know where we
trust
were.
you. Okay. What were you saying, Raisin? You were just exclaiming about something.
Oh, the last time his floor did not look like that. That looks like it's actually dirty.
Well, you can also see the wall too is like covered in grease from the oven.
Yeah.
That's the way he pours water and
For an hour, during
stuff
which he
into oil,
ranted
it's
over the kitchen
gonna
counter.
spatter.
Ugh.
Josh then coated the chicken in flour and Doritos.
This
went
is
in the
another
oven and
pet
baked
peeve
for
of
over
mine.
Take
an
your
hour.
ring off for this.
The fingers?
The rings. He never takes his jewelry
Yeah.
off when he's like fucking getting his hands
Right.
into the food,
Ugh.
and it's like, dude, that is just gross. You need to remove.
You know
the
his
fucking
nails
rings.
aren't cared for right either.
You can see there, although he
As far as clipping.
he paints them, and he ends up
Right,
then being like, oh, they're great, but then he only paints them like once every few months, and they end up getting like just decayed over time, and eventually they kind of like they look like trash,
I
like
would
the
be
rest of
mobbing
them.
the shit out of him for a while. I'd be sitting down with a little nail hook. I'd be like, let's look. See, I know
All
I
right.
painted black, but there's still dirt under there. I'm
Hot-
gonna get a little nail brush.
Hot take:
Scrub that
I
up.
think Cobes should have never left home. I think he maybe should have, for his own health and safety, I think maybe he should have always been taken care of. If not by his parents.
His sisters should be stopping by there. Whoop some girl's ass if I ever catch one of these girls. Catch me outside, Cope sisters.
For 1 hour? That's trying to like use my shirt as a
Look at it!
And that seems a bit
Is that 1 hour,
trash.
Josh?
What's that?
1 hour?
Yes. Bless the Viking gods. And goddesses, of course.
I don't think his floor is that bad. He's such a carpet that's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the dinginess of it.
Pause when he's pouring like monster all over the floor.
Also, Cobes, I really need you to stop creeping on Freya over here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna pour himself a glass, and then I'm like, oh wait, he does something else with it, and then I'm like, oh yeah.
We were pouring it on the floor.
Spilling it out for his,
He doesn't even know he missed. He's still gonna like shake it up.
Yeah. I mean, he got at least a few.
You have a fine powder to mix with the all-purpose flour.
All-purpose flour.
I am dying to know how much he does this when nobody's looking.
Oh my god.
Those chicken breasts that we bake
That a
in the
plate?
oven
What the fuck was that
are
plate?
gonna bake because the egg and the flour and everything is gonna do what it's
No,
supposed
the
to
plate
do.
itself was
Hopefully,
weird.
it don't come off. All you gotta do is like,
oh yeah,
you
wow.
know, and maybe you don't have to, but like deep fry it for extra flavor and just go ham on like the level of flavor with it. And freaking
I do feel bad because he is trying to share his world to them, and like they're all kind of like holding back their laughs and shit. You know, like there is an under level of like, they're like Jane Goodall going in to interact with the apes. You know.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. They're like when he was talking about his Cobes drink, he was treating him more like a zoo animal than like somebody he was genuinely interested in.
And this parent
He
here
kind of is a zoo animal, though.
He kind of is a crip.
Aren't we all?
I saw someone say that Chris Chan, everyone was losing their mind over Chris Chan taking pictures of them like they're some sort of modern day cryptid. And I'm like, well, Chris Chan is kind of a cryptid, and so is Cobes for that matter. If you, well, we saw that poster of Cobes in the wild, Elf King uploaded it. Like people lost their mind. Like proof that his reach is long. You know, like
oil and bacon grease and goodness. As you fine folks can see, it is a lengthy process. You're constantly washing your hands.
I know how to fix that.
You know, and being like all the grease in there from the bacon and all the deliciousness. We're gonna save that and add that to the vegetable oil.
Oh, he's so wasted.
Chicken that's still
That's why he needs a woman to be like, no, hun, no, we're not. You just take it to the sink and wash it.
But by the way, folks,
No, babe.
that I have
Never
one
watches it.
one cup left of the mixed drink thing I have. So if anyone donates, I will partake, and if not, I will knock it back myself for the end of the stream.
Look, if we get to 80, remember, I have all of these these pokey treats here, which I will have one of them, and they're long expired, I'm sure.
We in Magicus we trust and his crazy candies.
It gets refried in that bacon and beef goodness.
So how do you think the cooking is going so far?
A lot better than I expected because people perceive me as being some stupid drunk retard.
No. You see, that's it. In the core of it, he says that to himself far more than anyone else does. Like that's the thing. He beats himself up long before anyone comes along and mocks him. I know this.
Self-deprecation only works if you don't, if you genuinely have confidence, and he doesn't.
Well, no, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean at all. Like, yeah, you get the vibe. Like, he's not.
But yeah, I
he's
don't
not.
know, man. People really
Because
seem to like
I'm an
pick
Aspie,
on him.
and no, some people do, and those are assholes who come and go. Everyone gets picked on. If I was a bit bigger, I'd have people who were trolling me.
Yeah.
I don't like focus on it every single day. Remember, I have the exact same thing he does, and so does Mango, so does Vosh, so does lots of other people, and they don't like take their entire world and focus on it. Cobes did, and at this point, oh, we just got a dono. I'll shut up and let the dono play.
Knock it back, good sir.
$10. Knock it back, good sir. Thank you so much. Let's
There's
Cobes.
another element to it too, and it's that when you're doing YouTube stuff, I mean, it's not exactly like the friendliest environment to make content sometimes, and especially when you get in the habit of like making an ass of yourself on YouTube, because then you start to cultivate an audience that only really wants to see that.
Yeah.
And it's
They want blood.
How do you like break out of that when you're like this committed to not like actually trying to have like a real job, and all he wants to do is just do YouTube and get people to give him money for booze and stuff? Something
So
has
long
to
as there
change
are
with
people
this.
out there that are willing to throw money at people to watch them destroy themselves,
Oh,
it's not going to stop.
that will
He
go on
is the
forever.
dancing monkey.
Yep.
Dance first,
That's what
monkey.
I'm
Here are your
saying.
peanuts.
It
He
takes
has
people to
to
care. He
decide.
will have to have people care and pull him out of this for that to
Yeah.
for change to happen.
And he
Nobody's going
does.
to change him by talking at him on YouTube.
Yeah, he does have people who genuinely care. We watched the whole thing. Rather, I want to show him at the when he gets very, very, very. Here we go. This is the most popular point in the entire documentary. Boop. Oh, it's been acting up a little while, and then we'll move on to his reaction.
Crispy chicken.
I didn't ask you to do that. Thank you. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. He's absolutely wrecked. Oh.
What
Yep.
the fuck?
Yep. Down he goes.
Cut him off, like, fuck.
In Ireland, he wouldn't have been able to get served at that point. Like, he would have just been so shit-faced that long beforehand, he wouldn't have been able to get a drink. Or what they sometimes do is they let you, the servers will find excuses not to come near you for like an extra hour, give or take. You know, just an overall sort of like, oh, I've got to deal with everyone else first. Now, if you're not making a big deal about it, you can get as smashed as you want. But like this would be a sign that you are too pissed.
This is like borderline blackout drunk.
Oh, which he's done on numerous occasions.
That's where he's at, and like you have to fucking stop somebody before this point.
Yeah. Now, Cobes is going to address this, and if he's we'll watch his response in a few seconds. But like he honestly is like, I wasn't that drunk. I just sneezed and I fell over.
Yeah, I'm good. I am fucking good. I had a little sneeze and it made me sneeze like yeah, it's all good.
Look at the size of his fucking glass. It's pouring off the side.
Yeah, and they clearly overfilled that though. I mean,
Why did they need to have Mulvaney? Yeah, Mulvaney wasn't necessary. Just have Cobes as their sponsor. This is an ad right here. Bud Light. Drink. Cobes drinks it, shouldn't you?
No, I have never drank piss in my life, and I have no intention of starting.
Oh, a big sign over here is when you break a glass, like when you like even by accident. Like, and the thing is, you could just be a klutz like I am. So sometimes there's misunderstandings. Guess what? I don't fight the judgment. He's fought every judgment made against him.
Yeah. Some for the homies. Some for the fallen homies. There we go.
Love his Bombadil pipe. Oh, he brought his own. He brought his own pool cue, and it doesn't have a nib anymore. like an actual top. It's just gone. But he's this lucky pool cue, so he always brings it anytime they play pool.
Something, Troy, he mentions this 6-year dry spell or whatever, but then he also earlier had mentioned that every woman since the 6th grade has turned him down. So
Which is impossible because he's had a girlfriend. So. Also, the first time he ever felt boobs was when he had sex with the well, not had sex, but he felt up the girl with mental disabilities. Make that white stuff come out. Magicus knows what I'm talking about. The thing.
I wish I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, before we continue, completely off tangent, Magicus, Sturges.
Oh my god. See,
what
Cobes
is
somebody I legitimately feel bad for? Sturges, I do not. Sorry. He is just like an Eric July cuck, and he just keeps putting his full.
Cobes at least could throw out an insult or two. Eric July will just say, "Well, you're fat." You know, like it's not really. It's I don't think this guy gets how things work, but
Sturges is doing this thing where he's like continually trying to like agitate the people that he's in this argument with. And he could just like walk away at any given point and it would just be over. But he's incapable of just stopping because I don't know. He lives in some fucking deluded notion that like he is the pinnacle of success and not like the channel that's literally over what is it, like 1,000 times more successful than
meanwhile he put out a video admittedly much earlier where he's like, just tell me what to do and I'll make a video on it, you know, like
that's not how YouTube works.
Yeah, that's kind of I have a feeling that Cobes and him have one thing in common, and that they're both very lonely.
I don't know enough about Sturges to really make that assessment, but like I have not gotten the impression that he is a good person. I feel like Cobes probably is a good person, but he's just like corrupted by all these fucking outside influences, and then he also just continually makes the poor choices that just feed on it. So
what was that noise you just made there, Raisin?
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about the dude with the merkin face?
Yep.
That, like, is obsessed with Eric July?
Yep.
That's that guy. Yep.
July.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, Hannibal named him Sturgis, and the name kind of stuck, so that's what we.
He's been going to war with the Fats, aka anyone who likes drunken peasants.
I think his actual name is like Renowned Zero or something, but fuck that, his name is Sturgis.
Yeah, he's Sturgis, and he always backs off. I'm not going to give you guys clout. And the reason we're mocking him for his voice is because, well, he's a sack of shit, so all bets are off.
No, the reason that we're mocking him for that is that he fucking decided to go all grammar Nazi on, like, everyone else first, and it's like, you spelled that wrong, therefore your argument is
Gideo
like,
game underground.
Magicus,
you don't have
Magicus, why do you gotta call me out like that? Why you gotta call me out like that?
Yeah.
Alright, tangent over. Boop. Smoking weed and snorting cocaine.
Josh wasn't ready to go yet, though. He still wanted to sing one more song.
This is what you were talking about, by the way, Magicus or Raisin, one of these said it, where like he was just really happy to hear other people sing and just enjoying themselves. Yeah. Like he generally enjoyed their night out with karaoke. It's just that clearly he had
this with like, I don't know, a quarter the amount of alcohol involved, it might have been a much better night for him.
He probably wouldn't have drank so much if people were actually participating with him. Like if they were hanging out and singing with him and doing all that stuff, he probably would have chilled a bit.
There's the mayor. They actually have a sit down with the mayor of Casper, who has no idea who Cobes even is. And most people in Casper don't, but every once in a while he meets somebody, favorite son, and they're like, hey, yeah, so Cobes is a menace to Casper, a disgrace to Casper. We don't like being around him. We hate him. So Cobes does have people in Casper who hates his guts. I already knew that because I remember one time he was walking down the street.
Probably everybody.
And so no, that's the thing. Cobes thinks everybody. Most people don't know who the fuck he is.
Well,
No.
yes, probably people who know who he is. I mean,
The people
like,
who
there's that
remember
weirdo,
him
yeah.
are probably like the people like that run the bars and stuff that he's been kicked out of. It's like all that their only like knowledge of him is like, oh, he was here and he acted like a fucking asshole because he can't like hold his booze or whatever.
Oh, he in all fairness drinks so much fuck. Actually, no, not thinking of it. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. He did that Four Loko one. He only got 5 Four Lokos in. I just yesterday did an 11-hour long drinking stream.
Irish, it doesn't count.
Yeah, alright, fine. I don't like to flex on something I haven't earned. It's true, though. We do get a 20% buff to all alcohol, like, intoxications. We're terrible in the sun. Alright. We can keep going over and over. All I'm going to say is, guys, just do go and... that's we'll end it on the t-shirt design. It's actually a really nice looking t-shirt, if not a little busy. And then we'll go and see Cobes' reaction to this.
This video is not monetized. Oh.
Come on, there it is. Okay, fine. YouTube's oh god, YouTube's acting up. Of course, it's not like I'm on stream or anything. Fine. No, fuck it. Let's go. It's a nice t-shirt. Go and buy it if you want to. But yeah, Cobes says, I haven't seen this one. I've seen this one.
What up, YouTube?
I do want to say I like the addition of like the Gopher
I like the way it was
Yeah.
edited, and I appreciated the crew coming out to film. However, there are a couple of things I'd like to politely critique. Being called dumb, I'm a lot smarter than people give me credit for. And then treating me
I love how curt it was. No.
some prick who gets bullied all the time.
On the ride, Josh also started talking about Dylan Mulvaney, which was the first of about 40 times he would utter that name in one evening.
I mean, where have we heard that before? I don't know, like the KFC Double Down, where he said it like 90 times in one stream.
No, that's an Aspie thing. His world became it. You call that Cyrax?
He might not even be aware that he does it.
Well, apparently he doesn't. Like, sometimes when he says fuck sickos, he sometimes just says it as a sort of like a mantra. Like a fuck sickos, that sort of thing.
I don't think he might not realize that like he just has this penchant for just repeating things like that. So.
The bar scene.
Y'all see? Y'all see? No, otherwise, favorite son would have said that, would have bringed it up. You didn't hear that. That's a lie.
It is what it is.
Boop.
They film my TV stand being costumed.
Yeah, there it is. Look at it.
As you can clearly see, it's
look, my
Oh,
TV
yeah.
stand is nothing to be proud of, but it is not that bad.
This looks like my roommate's TV stand.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking or exaggerating. That is a statement of fact.
Take a picture when they're not looking.
I disagree. Making videos is never going to be a chore. It's just coming up with creative ideas and recipes. There was a bell tower down the street going off, and there were crows and ravens flying over my head. You asked me a question, you film me answering the question. That's what the documentary is. It's like the interview, and then right at the interview, you fucking had this. Before that interview, you had this grossed out look on your face, like.
When Josh is confronted with too much, he doesn't really just start to get angry. He just kind of shuts down. He doesn't really get pissed. He just fully stops responding. This is kind of the point that we got to with him.
He would just continue on his own move.
See, he's getting called out for something, and he can't just sort of like run away from it. So he just has to. He shuts down. He just kind of like he hides away in his little inner mind palace, his little Boglin palace.
I mean, on the other hand, let's be honest. Ignoring the trolls is the best way to react to them. by not.
True. But too bad he thinks any criticism whatsoever is automatically troll.
Yeah,
So,
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Need to get a life more than I need to get laid. Your obsession with me is fucking sad. Sorry about that.
Instead of being like, oh hey, cool Cobra.
I think the point that like he felt the need to do that in the middle of his interview was kind of a problem in of itself.
Yeah.
That girl still looked on his face. Didn't he have the nerve to say that he dislikes snakes and reptiles and shit?
Well, I'm going to push back on that one there, Cobes. He interviews you with Puff because Puff was new. Puff is still new. It's pretty cool to see Puff. But obviously he doesn't like them. He says like he can't stand snakes and like reptiles and all that. Well, he still went ahead and did it. It's almost like he sometimes, even if you don't like doing something for the better good, sometimes it's greater good, you know? Maybe? It's a toss, just a suggestion.
That's crazy talk.
He didn't say, ugh, Puff was disgusting. Ugh. How can you not love Puff? Look at Puff. Puff's awesome.
Puff is majestic.
Like, I haven't had alcohol in a couple of days, and quite frankly,
Imagine.
Beard a dragon for new.
I'll drink it when I feel like it. It doesn't mean I have to have it all the time, because that's bullshit. I think I'm stupid, it just works out better for me, so I don't care at this point. I'm so used to being called a retarded and shit.
Retarded.
In hindsight, I wish I would have dusted the TV stand off before filming, but that was kind of funnier with the documentary, especially when it said fuck the trolls. So I can enjoy my Halloween without having to give a shit about what my trolls do.
He'll never forgive his trolls over getting kicked out of the place on Halloween. That's when he punched a wall.
They're so jealous of me. Their hatred of me fuels their life. They spend all day texting me like, oh, you're gonna have some weird effect on me. Ooh. Bro, people like watching my videos.
We do.
Argue with me on it, but then why the fuck would you go out of your way to film a documentary?
Again, I hate to bring this up, but the fact that like they're texting you and you answer it in the middle of the fucking interview kind of suggests they do have an effect on you.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to acknowledge it. Again, it's all the root cause of him not addressing.
Not fucking respond to the text message at all.
On the way to Josh's apartment, I told him that we were on our way, and he said he still hadn't showered yet. We sat outside his apartment and waited, and waited, and waited. After about an hour of waiting in the car, he texted us and said that his nails were drying, so it would be a little bit. I think we waited outside for almost 2 hours before Josh wandered into the parking lot from his apartment.
You know, I try to clean up a bit.
I imagine he's a bit agoraphobic.
Oh wait, I did wipe that down within the 3 days they were here filming.
Good for you. You should have done it for yourself.
Nobody stopped me at the fucking door when I went into Albertsons at one time, so I assumed the ban got lifted. And then, like, you know, the asshole who saw me go in there, I was not drunk when I was in Albertsons. I wasn't. It's just, misinformation. It's part of being a YouTube
The problem is
celebrity
you film yourself going to these places when you could just go there and do what you have to do, and then people wouldn't call the store and get you like kicked out.
Wouldn't it also be a lovely idea?
That when he said like the last time I went, they didn't bother me. I'm like, well, I was thinking that the last time he probably didn't have people there filming you.
Well, maybe.
Or like him not filming himself there.
Yeah, like.
Right, but clearly he had these other people there like filming him through the store, so that's gonna stand out.
Alright, here's a hot take, and it might actually be for him a hot take. Wouldn't it be nice to have a life outside of the internet? That you could just go and talk to someone about local shit. Like, so I've gone up to Carthy's a few times since the last time I streamed there. Like, I don't need to stream when I'm out having a pint. I'll talk to some of the local people, or just maybe look at the telly, or even play a game of fucking pool. Like,
oh,
just...
yeah, I will almost never even look at my phone while I'm out.
Right?
Like, it's in my pocket, and I'll be like, oh, I guess I have a Discord message. I'll check that when I get home.
If I'm out with a friend, like the only time I ever put on turn on the phone is usually because like oh, when's the next bus or train or whatever. Because I'm there with a friend.
Yeah.
What would Cobes do? Cobes would film it. Like,
I mean, I'm like that even when I'm not there with a friend. Like, I'm just going to the grocery store by myself, but I'm still not gonna bother answering, you know, Discord DMs or something until I get home.
yeah, same. The most I do is maybe I'm currently going through a bunch of audiobooks on my phone for Star Wars, and
Well,
I'll have them playing.
for me, there's two reasons. One, I hate typing on a phone, and two, it's not that urgent. It can wait till I get home.
Swipe hates me, and all it does is auto incorrect everything I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Oh. There we go.
You say I'm a nuisance to the community. Piss off.
One Casper resident said, and I quote, "Josh is a huge nuisance to the Casper community."
Kiss my Asperger's. You don't ask to be harassed. I sure as hell don't.
And yet.
Feature, if I do go to a bar or any bar and drink, I don't get blackout drunk, and I don't mention the bar where I'm at if I film, just so the bar.
Yes, you did. And there's only the only reason you did bring them up was.
Film a documentary with fans, but the dude's calling me dumb.
Even though he's dumb.
He's like, oh yeah, Josh is a good dude, you know, this and that. I'm just like,
That could be a gif, even though he's dumb.
okay, whatever. I kind of felt like the writer was kind of dogging on me a little bit.
He
By
was.
the time we finished cooking,
Did you ever ask
lasted
why
around
he was?
5 to 6
Was
hours.
he was an evil
Definitely
bastard
didn't have time to do the
who
interview.
kicks puppies?
Pouring alcohol straight onto his floor and generally slurring around.
I like the way that turned out based off the reaction that it's getting. I'm like, that's what I was going for. Otherworldly and just like next level. One of my taste buds. Oh.
Like he could have like made the documentary where it wasn't like Don.
He wants to be pandered to.
I'm just like, well, if you had a problem with me, why'd you film it in the first place?
He didn't.
It's not that he had a problem with you; it's that he wants to take the good and the
People
bad.
think just because I have Asperger's,
He just.
that I'm some useless retard who can't type.
Raisin, I think you'd do great with him because, quite honestly, like he wants like a friendly face in his life.
Yeah.
I just hope that you. Absolutely, but like, I think he also needs a friendly face in his life because he like. But I hope if you do, like, if you'd end up hanging out with him, that you would, push him to do better in your own way.
My actual friend, I would expect no less than for him to want that and for him to do that for me.
That's the thing. Does he want it? Does he even know how to do it?
Usually, if you're open to letting people do that with you, then they get more open with you doing that for them.
Okay, well, it's okay. Splash that in there.
The critique and the stereotypes.
Josh also cooked the bacon.
Can you not see how sad he is, though?
Made the house
Of course he's sad.
He feels betrayed.
It was so bad.
And he's wrong to think so. No, he's wrong to think so. He's very wrong to think so because this wasn't a hit piece. This was an honest to God reflection on Cobes, and he didn't like what he saw. That's a Cobes problem. That is a genuine. Could he not learn from this? Could he not go, oh my God, my life is fucking trash. I need to do something. No, he doubles down.
But he admitted in this documentary.
I don't think I would look at this if it was done to me and be okay with it, or want to go, oh, let me learn from this shitty way that someone has presented.
At first, no, absolutely not. But then you have, and I hope in like a day or two, he's gonna be like, maybe I spoke too soon or something like that. But
if the dude had not done even though he's stupid, if he had actually kept out of that kind of stuff, it might have made a difference. But he couldn't help himself. Even the people he interviewed were saying it. They're like, yeah, I really want him to have a better life, but he won't. Yeah, you sound like my fucking mom. Go to hell. Like, sorry.
In this documentary, Cobra admits he has trouble telling the difference between people who are detractors and people who are giving him legitimate criticisms and stuff. And so I find it very likely that he's gonna struggle to tell the difference between the points where they're doing either one of those things here, and there are points where the filmmaker is doing both. So
yeah, like I said, it's not the best documentary.
He clearly let them in multiple days, like, I don't think he expected it, which is where that hurt is coming from. Like, I actually thought I made the right decision this time, and you still did the thing that the people do. So the way he thinks, that black and white flip that he does, he's immediately gonna be like, oh, I let you in and you really are just a troll. Like, he'll just see him as a troll now instead of seeing any of the valid points. It's all gonna be baby with the bathwater because he had to make those comments.
Oh God, Cobes has the Taylor Swift. Oh my God, I'm the problem. It's me. Like, he needs to have that fucking moment of being like, oh no. But no, you're right. Like, I wouldn't have. I was hoping that it would have turned out better. It wasn't the worst documentary in the world. It was definitely a great insight into Cobes. It was just, yeah.
He could have edited out the little bits of name calling and the division, the little eye rolling thing when he's about to have a drink, where he's like, I don't think that stuff Cobes picked up on. Like the
But it wouldn't be
just there was
genuine then,
nastiness
would
with
it?
that.
Because that was his experience out of it too. He did roll his eyes. He did think, "Oh my God,
then
this
don't
guy's a
go.
fucking idiot." No, why? Back to the main thing. Why not go and see the good and bad? He didn't actually expect Cobes to be the way he was, which is why a lot of people are criticizing him, saying that, "How did you not know
Sure, I
Cobes
guess
was
my
going to
point
be?"
is, edit it out if you genuinely want him to do better. If you're doing this because you really want him to see it, then edit it out. If you want to make
I agree.
people laugh
to go in the other room
and show them the
cough.
truth,
The sheer amount of
seem
Cajun
reasonable
seasoning
and
that
sweet,
Josh used
but
also
still
made
get
my
your little
nose
stabs in,
run.
do what
like,
he did.
Sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
And to be honest, he probably didn't tend
It's just
to
my
do
opinion.
the latter there, in which I'm sure that the purpose of the documentary was not to like
Mock and
strictly
shame
improve
him.
Cobes'
No, it
life.
didn't seem like he was trying to be a dick. Or even get, like, let me get in and then be a dick later. It didn't seem like that was his intention. But because he legitimately is condescending to him, it comes across.
Yeah.
And he's not going to learn from someone who condescends to him.
I don't think he'll learn, period. I don't think there's anyone.
He could.
He could.
Raisin, you need to make it your life's mission to save Cobes.
I have more faith in him than in G-Man.
So stupid.
I have
That's
more
fair.
faith in fucking anyone than G-Man, so.
But I know I could get to that motherfucker. The next time I see him in the one place, I could show right the fuck up there in 15 minutes. I'm on it. I know right the hell where he's filming. Been there. I know where the closest coffee shop is too. Come with me. We're going for a walk. I've got a half an hour parking.
I'll bump Cobes' speed up a little bit.
You ain't got no evidence.
What up, you two? We're going to an album called Sinister Snakes. It's gonna be awesome.
I mean, they gave him the gift when he left and everything, like the little Cobes cantina.
Yeah, they brought him stuff too, but then they had to say that shit about
I
it,
didn't
like.
talk shit. I politely critiqued it.
I thought it was a nice gift. They should have just left
documentary
it
that's been
at that.
about me.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were going to the casino, I gave them directions. Turn here, turn there.
He sort of knew the way, but he also kept getting distracted by telling Joe how to cut a cigar.
I never got around. Either they didn't hear me at some point, or I don't know, but that's bullshit. Yes, turn right. And when they get you to the first intersection, or left on either. When you get to the first intersection, they look disgusting.
See, that is.
The one dude did. So I'm asking why the fuck did you?
No, say it.
That is part of the way he is. My friends, well, my parents, a kid I grew up with, younger than me, like one of the later babies, not my age. I didn't grow up with him, but I watched him grow up. He has Downs, and he does a lot of that repeating. Like, he's not like. Yes, it can be annoying when you're sitting next to someone and they're speaking at you full volume, like you're like across the room, and they're repeating themselves. But he does it when he's genuinely excited, and I feel like there's a similar thing going on with Cobes, where he's genuinely excited to be sharing this stuff with someone, and that's where that repeating himself comes in. So
Yeah, I can see it.
And I'm not gonna give my fans a warrant on my Etsy page like that.
but if you point it out to him, he's going to try and pretend like it's intentional, and it
Or
not
get
a good
this,
look.
yeah, get defensive about it. Like, well, you're just
Right,
taking
and
out
then he does it on purpose, and then people believe that it's done on purpose, and then other people can't tell. And
I don't think he's doing it on purpose because I do that with a lot
Not
of.
usually. But I think he will do it intentionally to annoy people if he thinks they're trolling him. That way they flip it in their own mind. Then they can be picking on him, but he feels like I'm doing it on purpose, so haha, I have the last laugh. Just the way people think.
How it is, how it goes.
These people who have this kind of behavior pattern.
It takes me like an hour to lay them out. I don't charge for like the sanding or the painting or the staining. The documentary was well filmed. It just felt like I was underhanded, especially when they seemed so nice.
You were underhanded.
Somewhat, yeah, I do believe he made them wait on purpose.
Like I said, making videos
for some of the things, like the cooking.
He fucked up their flow.
Well, they were poking him like they were a display thing, which is ultimately the point, but...
Yeah, it is a documentary, you know.
The subreddit really hates the documentary, which I don't care if the creator of the documentary was talking all this mad
I wish
shit
they
about
had got him making
whatever.
stuff. Like when they found out his dad had a wood shop, I'd be like, can we, do you think you could call your dad? Do you think we'd be able to go over and watch you guys make some stuff? Like, show us your process. Like, maybe we could get you some footage you could cut together for an advertisement video for your website to sell your wands.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to cut this one and watch some sausage before some dancing, lad, because we're over midnight now. I'm gonna turn back into a pumpkin pretty soon.
I can be interested in something again. Excellent.
Yay. Your fault for not watching the documentary.
What?
And I didn't watch it now either.
Pencil sausage?
Pencil sausage, shall we? So.
Hold on.
Pickle jello.
We gotta do pencil sausage and also coleslaw sausage.
Yeah. So let's do all three.
Clearly.
Oh, he's gonna make it from scratch?
It's quick.
So pretty.
Thank you. So are you.
The way he's got it set.
Oh, that too, yeah.
But we're gonna use the grinder to make it all. It's gonna be one watery sausage, so we're gonna smoke this thing to get it to perfection. I read in the comments that you can core a cabbage just by slamming it on a hard surface. Liar! You were such a liar in the comments.
Bang, boom, bang.
I mean, it was kind of an obvious lie.
It's fun to watch it happen.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Nothing was coming out, so I had to open it.
That's what she said.
It was not well thought out. We're doubling down. We should not have doubled down. Come on, Karen.
Oh.
Why are they taking the dirty skin off first?
Man, that was.
Or
that was
use
my
like a
only
food
Karen.
processor and then put it in this thing.
Oh.
I'm the dumb one because I thought
This is a disaster already.
the grinder, and it was
His
not.
fingers.
It looks like he put a bunch of crayons together.
Let's not forget the salt and pepper, boy.
Honestly, you don't even need the grinder if you could just do the blend. That's it.
Raisin, I like that noise you made, but besides that,
Why so much salt?
Only half of the coleslaw
coleslaw-sausage.
He's gonna put this back through, right? Oh no, he's not. Shit.
Whoa.
This looks like a fucking crime is being committed.
It is!
Who was this?
Now we get to see how corpse starch is made from 40k.
But
Right?
this is just cabbage sausage.
Yeah.
You have to ferment coleslaw.
Sometimes it depends what kind. There's two different kinds of coleslaw. He's doing
I'm
the
thinking
non-fermented one. You know, you're thinking of sauerkraut.
Thank you.
We
Which is better?
I really want sauerkraut right now.
They're gonna burst.
Goes well with sausage.
That is
Ruffalos!
not gonna work.
No, it's not. It's brought to me by skipping on ahead. Bop, 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 bop.
It really drives me nuts when he puts his mouth on that raw sausage. Oh.
So I'm gonna have to give that Will It Blow 3 more Ruffalos.
Or when he takes the cooked one and cuts it on the cutting board that had the raw.
Oh my god.
Kind of later.
No, we're not gonna fry these ones, huh?
Nice color.
He just gonna smoke it, so
They pretty much stink like cabbage.
it looks nice.
I feel like this isn't.
Anything, but it looks
maybe
nice.
Maybe it's not as bad as some of the other ones.
It's decent. The cabbage and the carrots
Mm.
provides a nice crunch to the sausage, but other than that, it really doesn't
Crunch
taste
tooth?
like cabbage at all. It doesn't taste like coleslaw at all. Not really strong on taste. Could have used a lot more salt. Could have used a lot more pepper. Heck, even garlic powder would have helped this sausage out. So it's okay. It's an okay sausage. So I'm gonna have to give the coleslaw sausage a 3.5 out of 5.
That's a.
Dead sauce being eaten by a cat. That was cute.
Bonka. Wee.
Poor box.
That's like the fourth one he's done now.
Pickle Jello, the one nobody asked for.
Oh.
He's got a good point there. How do you know you don't want it if it hasn't happened yet?
It might be really good, especially like camping, like a nice pickle jello shot in the morning.
Don't encourage him.
Encourage him. Definitely encourage him.
Picture electrolytes. You know.
Let's try our pickle here.
Tickle.
Mm.
Not bad. If you like pickles and you like
I'm not a big fan of pickles, so.
I love pickles.
things, then you're gonna love this. How's the pickle though? Still crunchy, so I'm gonna have to give the thing
Wiggle.
right here a 3 out
Pickle.
of 5.
Pickle. Yes.
Stop.
He could use it. He could put it on
No,
on
we have
sausages
to watch- we
like,
have
like
to
it's
see.
relish.
Yeah, pencil sausage.
I've seen hair in soap, so why not pencils, right?
Toothpaste, air, water, ice.
Hair was the most disturbing to me. Hair, I don't.
We're not making this because it'll be delicious. We're making this to see if it'll break the grinder.
Off to a good start.
Oh.
Very disconcerting noises.
Look at the.
He's not gonna eat wood splinters,
I
right?
hope it's not.
I hope not.
Probably, yeah.
I like how it just says meat on the side.
I'd like to believe maybe it was already broken and he's just trying to have an excuse to get a new machine.
Yeah.
Have fun with it before it goes.
Oh, honey.
no.
Jesus.
Ah.
Remember when I refused to eat dirt? This is much worse. You don't want to know.
Ah.
What
He's
happens
actually
when you
doing.
eat graphite?
We're gonna find out.
Oh god, no.
There's wood splinters in there, y'all. Alright.
Why?
I'm gonna.
Pencil water.
No, let's not this time.
Oh,
Oh, look at that near the top. There's a bulbous spot like there's a sword in the middle of the sausage.
it looks like a log
Oh
of
my
shit.
god. If your shit looks like that, go to the doctor.
It's a log of shit. It's a log of shit after you've been snacking on charcoal.
What the fuck?
No, there's some more stuff. So I'm gonna have to give that Will It Blow 2 more Ruffalos.
Yeah. Two confused-looking Mark Ruffalo's.
Why? Why is this happening?
Because we live in a society.
No, let's not.
Please don't actually eat. No, look at that big old piece of wood that fell out of it. Don't. Where is his wife?
Laughing.
I like how exactly he chops into it. It's like right into a piece of wood. Of course, it's right into a piece of wood. The whole thing is pieces of wood.
Two like half-inch pieces flew out of the sausage. That's so dangerous.
This guy's a madman.
A 0 out of 5 is about as high as it could have possibly scored.
So you have some explaining to do. Why does YouTube keep trying to recommend that crazy, weird lady in your recommends all the time?
Oh, her? The NPC one? Because she's doing the fucking rounds. Oh, there's a new... She has a scandal. A scandal?
Yummy. Wow, gang. Ice cream. Good,
stop.
yummy.
You need to stop clicking on videos about her so you're not feeding the algorithm to encourage you.
Counter argument! Philip DeFranco calls to me.
Is it your own fault?
Pretty much.
Is it just me or whenever she does her videos, does she have just like completely dead eyes the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much. One of them
she is checked out.
The NPC girl, who like poses like an NPC on idle animation. She makes like 5 to 9 grand a week, and she is like 19. So more power to her.
So she has no concept of how the world really works then.
Well, she's actually a mom apparently, so I'm guessing all that money's going to the kid. Yeah.
I hope so. I also feel bad for them because they're being raised by somebody who doesn't understand reality. I mean, kudos to for being successful, but that is going to warp her mind.
Oh, clearly. Anyway, I wanted to see Buff do Malcolm Middle song, so we will.
No, nobody's arguing.
You're not the boss of him.
I'm the boss of this damn stream. So, but I am quite big. You should see me right now. I am Hunter Bidening right now.
I don't
Compared
think I
to me,
want to
all
see
y'all are big.
Well,
Giants.
You ain't so tiny. You is a little tiny.
I don't
Just
think
you're
so.
small.
That picture makes me look like a damn midget.
Yeah, I mean, Two Guns probably could have lifted you up with incredible ease.
I'm used to being around big dudes, which is why I don't think I noticed in person, but when I looked back at the picture, I'm like, oh my god, it looks like you're hanging out with an Oompa Loompa, because I'm like all
I mean,
smiling like...
don't feel too bad. I'm pretty sure Two Guns could lift me up with ease.
He's
He's fucking enormous.
There's an important question to ask you, though. Is the Oompa Loompa Hugh Grant?
I'm the Oompa Loompa, it's me.
we need a dance with raising your old hand, dancing with Hugh Grant.
All right, let's. I'm ready to call it a night. I am getting quite on the grog. He said. So how about we go around and you all shill, starting with Magicus.
Yeah. Okay. So I am Lord Magicus. I'm on a break from playing Magic Gathering right now because oh my god, the Lord of the Rings has fucking destroyed the game that I love. But in the meantime, I'm playing Final Fantasy V on my Twitch channel, so you should come like hang out, do that with me. Yeah. So. It's the 4-Job Fiesta, the summer event that raises money for charity, and this year they're raising money for the Trevor Project, so I encourage you to check it out. It's really cool. You can also watch the replays on my YouTube channel. It's great.
Nice.
Link in the doobly-doo, along with everyone else's. Raisin, what about you? And you want to promote?
Just, if you have my link tree there.
I do indeed.
You're welcome. Y'all are welcome to stalk me on my socials, and hopefully, I will be making some announcements before the end of the year, which should be exciting.
Ooh. Interesting.
Dar Kren, provide info, please.
The Dar of Dar of Kren. Well, this morning I want to today. This is a good sentence. I want to promote the game Tectonica, which just came out this week, which is what I was streaming this morning. Fun little factory game, but in a cave.
Ooh.
Alien Cave Factory. Go play it. It's fun.
I will be running tomorrow.
Now.
And I will be running tomorrow, and I'm not thrilled by it, but it must be done. So I will stream that. Hopefully we won't have the technical issue as last time. Beyond that, this time next week, I believe we have, if I'm right, I'm gonna toss it out. Is this the? Let's bring up the list, the guest list. Boop. Come on, come on, come on, come up, come up. What? There it is. Yay. So we will be joined by Mickey Richards and Ruby Jules. So that should be fun. Also, Ruby has been talking to somebody about getting them on, and it looks like it's actually, I don't know why I'm hiding it. We already kind of doxed it. Minnie Manson has agreed to come on in September. Right. So with that said, why don't you all go into this, into the doobly-doo and show some love via following me on Twitter and on Discord, where we'll have the schedule for the week up and follow it this time round, and all that other good fantastic stuff. Why did I turn the screen off? We have to watch Buff. Boop, boop, play.
Like 20 minutes.
What happened? Oh, he just woo, and then he just stops. You're not the boss. His voice sounds different. No, there's no other song after the opening. It's just that. Come on. Hello? Hello? Am I back? Nah.
Are you okay, Lev?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What the hell? Right at the end there. Yeah, that was a bit weird. Anyway, yeah, let's go. He's not bad so far. What do you think?
I choose not.
Jaunty tune.
Yeah? Without a bunch of anime and old stock footage, it doesn't seem quite right. With Bryan Cranston pre Breaking Bad running around. Like, don't know, it's missing something.
I'm right below the horizon. Yes, no, maybe I don't know. Can you repeat
The question, you're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now.
You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big.
Oh, okay. This ends.
Well,
I guess
that's very him.
Yeah. This did. Okay. I'm a little bit.
Do you think he like rehearses specific moves for each song, or do you think he just like goes in the freestyle mode?
Oh, he does the JD Bodyman thing where he's flowing, you know? He just.
How could you even ask that question, Magicus?
His angel guardians are just telling him what he needs to do on the spot.
They take over individual limbs, each one of them possessed by a single spirit that moves him like a. It moves him like a gypsy dazer.
It's not dancing. It's spiritual meditation and communion
and fondling
with the supernatural.
He is spiritually fondling their music.
JB Bodyman mind fondles the spirits, and then they possess